Hey y'all. I'm just going to wait a couple seconds. Open up my stream on my tablet. I wonder if you can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. What's up, Doc? Yeah, you can hear me. Soul fam, it's been a while, dude. You guys came on at the time where I'm going to be sharing some emotions. Today is the day where we change the perception on crying. I change it forever for all of you in this moment right now. We're no longer going to demonize crying. In fact, I need to probably cry throughout this stream, maybe. We'll see. It's not sadness, it's energetic purging energy from your system. I've already did some before I came to the stream today. I needed to let go of some things. It's fascinating because, as I did some crying earlier this morning, I realized how important it is to cry, to get out energy out of your system. There are many ways to get energy out of your system. Working out, crying, yelling, screaming, punching things. But to not demonize those things is just simply releasing energy. And I can see why so many people get stuck and trapped up with energy, because as I was releasing energy this morning, I was like, oh my God. Like, this is what other people are really facing right now in their life. And they have the power within themselves. And I really do mean this. You really do have the power within yourself to truly let go of a lot of stuff. But when you don't know how to do it, and when you're unaware of how to do it, it becomes a problem. So it's fascinating. It's just fascinating how while I was letting out some energy this morning because of not a situation, but something that just needed to be released. I felt this sense of peace. I felt this sense of like, oh my God, why aren't we doing this more often? It's because the world has demonized people for crying. You need to man up, right? Because you'll be perceived as a pussy if you're a guy, specifically. Guys are told by the world, by men and women, that men shouldn't cry. Well, I have news for you. If you were not meant to cry, then you would not have the glands between your eyes to cry. It's very important to free yourself of all the emotions that are stuck within you. Some of you may not take this seriously, but those emotions are holding you hostage for actually allowing yourself to experience what you're supposed to experience. Out with the old, in with the new. There's an expression like that. And it's very important to feel your feelings. And I've talked about this almost on a daily basis. But today, even more important than ever. Whatever has unfolded in the last little bit for me. Hold on. There's going to be a couple people I want to say hello to. Wow, there's a lot of people walking today. Morning. Good morning. How are you both? Good? Have a good day. You too, thank you. in the last little while, you know, there's been things that have been showing up, kind of like pulling at my heartstrings. The old version of me would have said, yeah, this is bullshit. Yeah, like, you see, nothing works out for me. You see, people always say things and then they don't actually mean it, or they change their feelings, because that's an expectation that the story of the mind makes. It has an expectation that, like, good things are not meant to happen. What's up, dude? That good things are not meant to happen for this character. This is what the story of the mind will do. And guess what stories do? They create meaning. Meanings create labels, and labels create emotion. And emotion creates your reality for over a sustained period of time. So the old me, if I had this experience this morning, would have been destroyed. I'll put it that way. I would have been like, fuck the world and everybody in it again. I'd be like, fuck you all. The hell with you fucking humans. You all need to rot in hell and die. But not this time. Because that was the character's story, year upon year upon fucking year. Not anymore. This morning, I said to the mind, thank you for your service. Thank you for being the guard of protection. You no longer need to protect. You can allow the waves of emotions to flood through our system and feel it. And as I talk throughout this live stream, I don't know how long I'll be here for today. You might see me drop a tear here and there, and I don't care. You know why? Because I'm not afraid. I've never been afraid to show up and show up truly as myself, no matter how I'm feeling. That's what makes me who the fuck I am. I spent years alone, crying, getting shit out of my system. We need mental health hospitals back in full. Yeah, to some extent, for sure. Morning. Mental health is very important, and this is why it's important to feel your feelings, because a lot of people, they have been demonized to say, but you can't feel your feelings, you can't cry, you can't do this, blah, especially for men specifically. Like, women are able to cry, so why aren't men allowed to cry too? What, because you have to be macho and masculine all the time? Then I'm not here to give you advice. You can get the fuck off my stream. Just that simple. I'm not here for you right now. In fact, just fuck off right now. Simple. And so, Doc, if you would be so kind to escort our friend out of the stream. If you don't do it, I will boot his ass out. Today is not a day to mess around with me. I'll literally backhand the motherfuck out of you, energetically, and I'll curse your ass. That way you will always forever be cursed, because I have that power. I'll cast a jutsu and I'll curse your ass out of here. Yes, get rid of him. Remove. Purge. Now, to get back on topic. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That felt good, by the way, to see that. Just.
Oops, my bad.
You're good.
I was gonna get some water.
That's fine. You're good.
For the dog.
Yep. How are you doing?
Get the paw wet, you know?
Yeah. How are you doing? Good? You good?
Huh?
Are you good?
Wait, hold on. Okay.
I said, are you good?
Yeah.
Good. Because normally whenever I say hi to you, you just look at me as if I'm some
I
alien.
have music on and you know, the nature.
Yeah.
It's too distracting.
You shouldn't let that distract you.
No, I'm like, it doesn't distract me in a way, but
It keeps you in peace.
kind of. Why do you do this?
What do I do this?
Yeah.
Because I came here to help people in this world and remember who the fuck they are.
I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Keep doing it.
I will.
Because
I have no
watch
choice
people,
to.
And they motivate me. And keep doing it. Keep doing it.
I have to. This is my mission.
Are you live?
Yeah, I'm live right now. You can say hello if you want. What's your name? You told me your name the last time, but I forgot it because it's been a while.
No, we've never talked.
We did talk. I know of your dog. We talked in the
This
forest.
guy's famous.
Huh?
On TikTok,
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
His name's Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Follow up, guys. Yoshi.na. N-double-A.
Cool.
How are you, man?
Today, not my highest spirits.
Why? I mean, it's end of August. These 3 end of August weeks is the most important days you could ever live in your life.
Why do you say that?
Because it's just like everybody's awakened.
It's true.
It's like living in India right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's true. But why
It's
why
like,
August
it's
specifically?
like, cosmic. It's all cosmic. You cannot say why or why not.
Yeah.
It's just nature. That's what it wants. Like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It crashes on you.
Yeah.
And the last 3 these months, guys, live it up. Do whatever you want to do that makes you passionate about this life. And yeah, help people too.
Yeah.
Do something that helps people. Personally, I do photography,
Nice.
beauty photography. I do rock climbing,
Very nice.
teach people rock climbing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, keep doing what you're doing. You're helping
too.
people.
Yeah, I know. You never told me your name.
Orion.
Ryan.
Orion.
Oh, Ryan.
Yeah. Constellation.
You're married? You have kids?
No.
Good.
Why do you say that?
Come on, man. You shouldn't be like asking why.
No, there is a reason.
I mean, yeah, it's up to you. It's personal opinion.
This is a humanistic thing.
I agree.
But we are all God, so we could
When I
choose.
saw you, to be honest, I thought you were married, you have kids, because you look so serious. And people who see me and look at me and be like, "How is this guy not married? How does he not have kids?" I'm like, dude,
Don't let the
come on,
world
guys,
don't let the world tell you a story.
No, it's just like the environment we live in. If you live in a building, especially here, and your frequency becomes higher than the rest of the people, because you don't want to just, you realize things, and then the end of the day, they're the ones who's not sleeping well. You know what I mean? And they blame you in the morning.
It's true.
I'm like, dude, this is what I came here to do, to show you.
Yeah.
And now, 15 years, you've been hurting me. And now I'm waking you up. You know what I mean?
That's how it works for us.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
This dog he loves this place. He comes here to get his paws licked.
That's good. I like the interruption. It's good. It's not really an interruption though.
Yeah, thanks.
It's divine.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much.
No worries, dude.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
Yeah. I know. Yep.
there's a statue in Toronto looks like him.
Biggie, what's up, bro? If you were not so direct. I'm always direct. Manuel, how are you?
Thank you.
We got a conversation going. It's awesome. So, to get back to what I was talking about, it's important to feel your emotions. The world has told men, a lot of men specifically, that you can't cry, that you can't do this. But actually, it's really a human thing that you're not allowed to cry. Like, you have to toughen up. You got to be strong. You got to do this. You got to do... Fuck all that. You have emotions that needs to be released. So many humans have so much things stuck within them. As I was hearing him speaking, I could tell he's holding on to a lot of stuff too. But you have to release it. You have to free it. You're not escaping from it, but you have to allow yourself to be immersed in it. Because when you don't allow yourself to be immersed or be consumed by your emotions, that does not mean that you're going to be turning into some like evil person. You need to sit with your emotions. Just sit there and feel it. You're not going to die. You're going to be safe. You just have to release it. And I promise you, when you start to release emotions, you start to free yourself, you start to feel free, and you start to live more peacefully. For me, like, because I've done so much letting go energetically, this morning when I had to cry to get something out of my system, it didn't take that long. 15-ish minutes, we're good. I might cry throughout the stream just to let some out, but like, I want to give you guys fucking permission, but you don't need my fucking permission. You can cry whenever the fuck you want, right? You have the power in every present moment to free yourself. Because if you don't free yourself, you are fucked. Because the universe is going to see that emotions trapped inside of you. You're going to perpetuate it, and you're going to continue to bring the same shit over and over into your life. And you're going to wonder what the fuck is going on. You have to know thyself and know what the hell is going on within yourself. When you don't know what's going on within yourself, what do you expect for your reality? Yeah. Fuck all that. Thank you. Feel your feelings. You have to. In fact, you were given emotions to feel. Like, you use your emotions anyways when you're hungry, when you're thirsty, when you're having sex, when you're driving your favorite sports car, when you're playing video games, when you're watching your favorite movies. You have emotions. Use it. Because if you don't use it, you're going to get got by the universe. Because the universe is always looking at, it's G-checking you every moment to see where you're at. But here's the thing, don't create that into a problem either. Because just because you're feeling angry or pissed at the world doesn't mean the universe is going to keep giving you pissy and angry things. The problem will happen if you stay in it long enough for it to become your new reality. If you stay in it like months, like you're just angry at the world, yeah, the universe is going to start to build momentum with that frequency you're on. And for those of you, a frequency is made of 7 to 9 keys. It's your beliefs, your expectations, your emotional charged thoughts, your perceptions, your convictions, your reactions, and your focus / attention / energy or concentration and energy. That means face. You're facing the direction of what you either desire or not desire. And a lot of people focus on what they don't desire. They say, morning. They focus on things like, I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to be hated. I don't want to be this. I don't want to be that. And guess what? You indirectly create the very thing that you don't want because you're still focusing on what you don't want. Your energy, your attention is so fucking important. Where you place it, that's where it's growing. It's just that simple. You think this might be bullshit? I have news for you. How's your life up to this point? Tell me how your life's been. If your life's been great, then fuck yeah, amazing, I'm happy for you. But I know for a lot of you, your life hasn't been that great. And I'm here to help you to liberate your own damn self from your own feelings. And this is why this morning, as I was crying and letting out some stuff, I was like, oh my God, like, there's so many people who are feeling this stuff. Hey. I'll see you. Okay. All right. I'll see you in a bit. So, I'm getting at the fact that, like, so many of us, we need to fucking feel our feelings. And free yourself from this stuff. For me, the person who, they left me a message this morning. I still love them very, very much. But they left me something that was, it was necessary. And I thank this person very, very much because they allowed me to free something that I was still holding on to because they're a mirror, and they allowed it to come bursting out, and now I'm here to serve the world even greater than ever. It's like, for those of you who have ever watched Dragon Ball or Naruto, with Dragon Ball, when a Saiyan gets their ass beaten down to almost death, they come back even stronger. In Naruto, with the Uchiha clan, when Uchihas love deeply, their power grows magnificently. Even when their love turns to hate, their power grows exponentially. So this person allowed me to free a lot of shit that I thought I had let go of internally, emotionally, basically, not logically, but emotionally. But I felt all of this energy has come rushing out of my system. And in that moment, I felt all of humanity, all the pain, all the hate, all the anger, all the suffering, all the rage, all the depression, all of it. I was like feeling all of your feelings that you all are feeling. It was coming out of my system as I was purging it through my tears. And I'm so grateful that that happened. I turned what may look like a negative into something that is beneficial and going to help the rest of the world. Because now I'm showing up as really the Orion that you're supposed to have had, which you always had in the first place anyways, but now you're getting an even deeper Orion. And also, just so you know, when you start to feel your feelings, you start to lighten your load. You start to free yourself from all the heaviness, the burdens. You stop giving a fuck, really. That doesn't mean you don't care about the world and the people around it. You just don't care about what happens at this point. You're just like, whatever. At this point, it is what it is. Like when that guy, he showed up with Yoshi just now. Usually whenever I say hi to him, he doesn't even look at me. He's just like, right? But the thing is, like, because he's distracted by music and nature, which is fine. I'm glad that he's distracted by nature and music. I'm glad that he's at least present for that. But you see, like, he came, I shared what I do. I help people. I'm here to help people remember who the fuck they are. By the things that I say, by the experiences that I lived. And trust me, I've lived all of your lives to some extent. All of it. There's not a damn thing that any of you have not done or have done that I have not experienced myself. And if it's not in this life, you bet your ass it's in another life. If some of you been to jail, I've been to jail. If some of you hurt somebody physically, I did all that. Not in this lifetime though, but in a previous. I have my memories of a lot of things. That's just vanity though. But it's for me to feel these things, to understand you all so deeply. And when I was crying this morning, and I'm like, oh my God, I really do need to talk about this today. Like it's a must, because it's important that you feel your feelings. Do you know how many people are out in the world just not showing up as their true self? They're just fucking playing this dumbass game on being backwards. It's crazy. Hello, Kimberly. There are so many people in this world right now playing the fucking game backwards that they're not feeling their emotions. And all they need to do is sit their asses down, feel what they need to feel, and purge it out of their system. And you will see a lot of people start to free themselves and be more light. The world is changing. A lot of people have started to awaken. They're starting to remember who the fuck they are. And that's why it's important to free yourself of all these emotions that are holding you hostage. Because when I was crying this morning to let go of whatever that I was still holding on to, my God, it's not like I never cried before. But this one was different. I felt a shift so powerfully that I was like, oh my God. Like everybody really needs to just like fucking let the shit out of their system. All the frustration, the anger, the rage, the sadness, the depression. We're not pushing it away. We're not demonizing it. We're feeling it so you can free yourself from it. Hello. It's important to free yourself of all these emotions. It's so important because when you don't allow yourself to feel these things, you get trapped. And that trappedness then leads to a lot of ripple effects that you don't want to experience. Like, for example, you start to feel more closed off. You start to want to distance yourself. You start to want to isolate yourself. You start to want to not do other things that you used to do, that you're like, what's the point anyways? You start to get into the what's the point anyways? This is just a waste of time. You're going to get into that type of thing. This morning as I'm walking to the trail or walking to the water spot where I am streaming right now, the mind's creating a story. I'm like, listen, mind, I understand that you feel this thing of like, what's the point? What's the point of even bothering live streaming? Who cares? Fuck the world and all the people in it. Fuck them. Who cares? But the mind had to let go of the story, and I told the mind, listen, I understand that you're hurting right now, and it's okay. You're a guard that's wearing armor. Drop the fucking armor and the sword. You're safe with me. Come with me through the door. Let's go. Let's go, mind. Holding the mind by its hand, creating an image of what the mind would look like, walking it through that door of pain and suffering together. Most of us have a fight that is so brutal, but it's not an external fight, it's an internal fight. When your mind and your soul are at conflict, they're not with each other. My mind and my soul are with each other, but sometimes the mind wants to still go on its own and play lone wolf and do all this shit. And I'm telling the mind, every time you do that, does it end up working out for you? So I told the mind to chill out, relax, calm down. It's all good. I know some of you are not going to take this seriously. So I'm going to probably cry on the stream. I don't need your pity. This is not for pity. This is not for a victim. This is to show you that you have the power to free your emotions from yourself that are holding you hostage. Because again, those emotions that are stuck, there are new emotions. They're actually not new. They're lingering within. Those other emotions that you're supposed to be feeling are waiting for you to feel it. But in order for you to feel those emotions, you gotta let go of these ones. And if you do not let go of these ones, you can never experience those ones. It's just that simple. They're all nested within inside of you. You want to feel rich or you want to feel abundant? It's there. You want to feel loved and appreciated? It's there. You want to feel joy and satisfaction? It's there. You want to feel relief and freedom? It's there. But in order to feel those feelings, you have to feel the pain, the suffering, and you have to dissolve it. Emotion is like glue stuck to your body that you have to dissolve. And the only way to dissolve those emotions, you can't logically overwrite your emotions. You can attempt to, but it's not going to work. You have to sit and feel your emotions. And I know that's scary. I know it's terrifying to sit there and deal with the pain and the suffering that you've dealt with for all your life. I can feel your pain. But you have to sit and feel it. In order to free yourself from all of the pain that you're feeling right now, and the hate and the hostility and the anger and the rage and the depression and the sadness and the despair and the apathy that you're feeling for yourself in the world, you have to feel it. It is important to feel it. Do yourself a favor. Because if you do this, I promise you, this is the greatest work you will ever do on yourself. And the greatest work you ever do is on yourself. Quite literally. It's so important to feel your feelings. I cannot emphasize that enough. I cannot emphasize that enough. I know there's only, 3 people, 2, I don't care who's actually here. This is for me, really. So whoever is here, I appreciate you holding space and listening with an open heart, because this is important for all of you to feel your feelings. So like I said, I might cry, I might let it out. It's important to feel it. The world will tell you never to feel your feelings. The world will tell you that you shouldn't cry. The world will tell you that you shouldn't be angry, and they demonize you for being angry. When you're angry, you're not negative, okay? Let me give you another reframe right now. You're simply feeling a feeling to release it out of your system. That's it. Don't create a negative association to feeling sad and angry and despair and this and that. Because the moment you do that, you write a story. And that story will then reinforce the emotion, and then it becomes more of a trap. You have to destroy the stories and the meanings when you're feeling your emotions. You have to just sit with it. When you're feeling pain and suffering, don't start saying, oh, God hates me. You see, fuck all this. And that's a story. And then you reinforce that emotion, and then it just becomes even more amplified. And then you descend even more. But guess what? You have the power to change the story or even change the meaning. This is actually meant for you to, this is supposed to happen. You know why? Because it's supposed to help you to free yourself. The experience that I had this morning, not to get too into detail, it wasn't rejection from a woman, but it was redirection for myself. Morning. It was redirection for myself. Not protection, just redirection to where I'm supposed to be going. She shared openly and honestly, which I'm very grateful for, that she doesn't have like romantic vibes for me. She was sitting with it. She's like, I don't feel the romantic stuff. I'm like, okay, cool, awesome. We are friends. That's how it was before. That's how it's going to be now. I got a little entrenched into some romance energy, but now it's purged. Will I ever have romance energy again? Of course, there's plenty of women out there. But the old me, who would have never felt his emotions properly, guess what he would have done? He would have created a story saying, fuck all these women and screw all this shit and blah, 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 blah. I'm here to remind each of you, you can reframe anything at any time. And I thank this person very, very much. I love her with every fiber of my soul, but as a friend, as a soul, because she and I and everyone else is one thing. And I came here to make sure everybody remembers who the fuck they are. And I reframed it. I said, thank you for allowing this energy that was holding me hostage that I thought I had let go of. I was able to let go of it because of her words. Her words were very powerful that I got to reframe it, and I see it as a catalyst for transcendence. So you see, this is why I keep talking about the power of words. It's so important to fucking know the power of your words. And words can really create or destroy or reveal or dismantle things like that. And because she was able to share what she shared, I now get to focus on what is actually important now. Yes, I was giving a little bit of importance to her, just a little bit. But now that I've freed myself from that, it has now allowed me to open up even more. Now I feel even more powerful than I did before. I feel more empowered, I should say. Because I felt my emotions. It freed me. But you see, the thing is, a lot of us have been told by society that, like, oh, when you feel your feelings, you're gonna be negative. You don't need to cry. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. Shove it down. Don't deal with it, and let it fester within yourself. No, feel your feelings. See, like right now, I need to burp. I don't know why. I didn't even eat anything or drink anything, but here we are. Letting that out. Feel it. Feel your feelings. Release your feelings. Release it. Again, for those of you who watch Dragon Ball Z, one of my favorite animes of all time. In fact, it's the GOAT in my opinion. Goku had to surrender against Cell. He surrendered. That was the first time Goku gave up. But he didn't actually give up because he saw the potential in his son. His son was getting his ass kicked because he was an 11-year-old boy standing up to a villain, a monster. And Gohan had a teacher named Piccolo. Piccolo was like telling Goku, Goku, what are you doing? You made a mistake. That's your son out there. He doesn't have the fighting killer instinct like you do. Why would you put him in that? So, Goku felt guilty, but it was too late. The wheels of motion had already turned. Gohan was getting beat up, everybody was getting their ass kicked, and Gohan was forced to fight. He didn't want to fight. Goku saw that Gohan needed to be pushed. He persisted, but Goku couldn't do anything because he already had expended a lot of energy fighting Cell. So, as Gohan was fighting Cell, one of the androids, like they threw Android 16's head to Gohan. And this scene is always stuck in my head. And Android 16 said something that forever changed something within me, too. He told Gohan, it's okay to release it. You have emotions inside of you that is so deep, Gohan, you care. And it's okay to protect people with this power that you have within you. Gohan, let it go. And as Android 16 said that, Cell came up to the head and smashed his head in. And Gohan snapped and he released his emotions. And he was able to free his dormant powers that he has within him. During that fight, Goku dies because Gohan gets a little arrogant because he has all the power now. And then Goku comes back from like the other side telling Gohan, Gohan, you must release your energy right now. Release it. Let it go. It's okay. You're not going to destroy the world. You are going to stop Cell and protect the people. Do it now, Gohan. Do it now. And then you see the rage and the anger and the suffering and all that come full force out of Gohan's palms with his energy, and he destroys Cell. And then guess what? After he's done, he falls exhausted, laughing that he finally did it. So what's the story here? You have to feel it to free yourself. Feel to heal is what they call it. You got to feel it to heal it. And then when you heal it, you want to then go out in the world and do it for someone else. So many of you are hurting on the internet, deep down in your core. You're covering it up by being distracted. You're covering it up by numbing the pain, by watching other people on YouTube or social media. It's okay to watch content. I'm not here to demonize that. What I'm here is to point out something that I see a lot of people who are spending a lot of time being distracted, and they're not feeling their feelings. I promise you, when you feel your feelings, you can come back to watch your content. Because you're not going to watch the content feeling like filling a void. You're going to come back watching content that you get to watch content, that you get to have fun, right? Not because you need to fill something within that you think you're lacking or missing. It's simply because you simply felt your feelings and you feel good. You're at light, you're at peace. So I hope this is starting to clue in and you're starting to clock the fuck in now. Why it's so important to feel your energy, feel your emotions. Your emotions, if I haven't said this already, is the largest shareholder of your reality. That is a bar. Please write that down. And I really do mean that. Your emotions, not your logic. I don't give a fuck about your logic, okay? Your logic is limited. It's only 5 to 10%. Your emotions is 90 to 95% of your reality. Your emotions. Energy in motion. Reality is based in energy, not logic. Comprende? Your emotions is the largest shareholder of your reality, of your experience. What you feel is what you're going to experience. I'm channeling the energy that I got to experience this morning from that person. When I saw the message this morning, like there was a little like my stomach dropped a bit. I felt a little deflated. I'm not gonna say I wasn't like sad. I was a little disappointed is more the word. I was a little disappointed. Not in her, not in myself, but like just disappointed in the experience. I'm like, oh. But at the same time, I was like, you know what? I'm glad this happened. Because it really showed me who truly is who I'm meant to be with. This was just more of a moment. This is just more of a moment that I had to experience. And so I got to experience it. And in this experience with her, I got to experience something that was awesome. I got to feel tears that were different this time. Usually when I would cry, it would be full of hate and negativity and anger and rage and sadness and suffering. These tears was different. Yeah, I was still feeling that sadness a little bit, but it was not for myself. It was for the world. It was like I'm holding on to the world's suffering and the pain, and it needed to come through me and purge it. That's why I said a lot of emotions just like bubbled up inside of me and they just came flooding out. Now I feel good. Now, I still feel like there's a little bit of things lingering. It's okay. They will come out when they're supposed to. I'm not holding them hostage. If they have to come out in this live stream, I will cry it out. You bet your ass I'll cry it out. Why? Because I can. Why? Because we have emotions in every present moment. And I want to share something. When I was crying, I want to give you a visual explanation of crying. Think about all the emotions, right? Think of it like a big ass bubble inside of you. Like a orb or something that needs to be cracked open. And in order for it to come out of your system, the only way it's going to come out is through, there are different ways to let out emotions, of course. But there's many ways. Morning. How are you? You good?
Good. How about you?
I'm excellent now. Thank you very much. Have a great day. And so I see these emotions, they're flooding up, and then they come into a tear. The tear is now an orb of your emotions that are a physical representation of what was internally stuck inside that was a mental creation. Kind of, but it's not really a cancer or tumor. But it kind of does sound like that, yeah. You can say it can kind of feel like that, or look like that, but not quite. Just think of it like an orb. That's it. Like just a crystal orb that is energetically inside of you, but needs to be released out of you because it's kind of holding you kind of hostage. And your tears are allowing that becomes a physical representation of the crystal orb that needs to come out of your eyes and free it. And as I was freeing these tears this morning, I felt like, oh my God, like I mean, I should do this more often. I don't cry as often as I used to, but back then I used to create labels and stories and meaning behind these situations, the pain and the suffering and all that. Now, not so much. In fact, when I was going through it, I'm like, there is no story, there is no, like, there's nothing, there's no meaning, there's nothing, because this is what it just is. It's just an experience, nothing more, nothing else. And so I allowed the energy just to come out. And I'm like, oh my God, if every person on this planet actually had that logically or, awareness in their mind on how to use their emotions as a fuel to let go of it from their eyes, like through their tears, we'd have quite the world that'd be very peaceful right now. But as the brother who was here earlier with his dog saying, a lot of people have awakened. Now, I don't know why he said the next 3 months are so important. Every fucking moment is important. It doesn't matter how many months are left. It comes down to every moment that you live. It's very important to know this. Hello, Miller. Good to see you, dude. And so it's so important to feel your emotions and purge them out of your system, because think of it like, how do I explain this? You're wearing like 20 pairs of sweaters. Remember, for those of you who watch Friends, do you remember the episode when Joey decided to wear all of Chandler's clothing? It's kind of like that. It's very uncomfortable walking around with like 20 pairs of sweaters, right? That's what this feels like. That's like a physical, metaphorical way to explain our emotions. That like you have like 20 pounds of sweaters or 20 layers of sweaters on, and you're walking around and you're like, but you need to pull off those sweaters to start to feel lighter and looser. And that's what doing, when you free your emotions, you start to free yourself from all of the trap that you ensnared yourself in. So that's what I reminded myself, like, oh my God, like I feel even better than I did even before all this. This is great. I may still cry on this stream. We'll see what happens. But I'm just kind of going with the flow at this point. No script. It is what it is. What we got? Yeah, so Miller, we're talking about shedding tears and crying to release emotions, and not to demonize crying, especially for men specifically. Women have been allowed to cry, but yet men in this world have been told not to cry by other men and women. So that's why so many men specifically, this is not a men live stream, this is a human live stream. And there are women who also have been told that they can't cry either. But we accept women for crying, but we don't accept men for crying. It's baffling, but we're all human. And I told this to Tyler and David, who I met yesterday at the park where I was doing my pull-ups and stuff. I told them, like, think about it. We gotta cry, guys. Like, we've been told not to cry. We've been told that we can't do shit. We gotta free ourselves, because mental health is very important for men specifically right now. And when we don't, if we didn't have, well, let me rephrase this. If we didn't have those emotions, then why the fuck do we have the glands between our eyes to cry? God would have made it fucking cement here for us, and we wouldn't be able to cry. Because the world has demonized that. There's a movement for men right now that there are a lot of soft men in the world, and Andrew Tate and all them created this. You gotta be masculine, macho man. You gotta be like that. There is something called being divine masculine. What is divine masculine over alpha male? I'll tell you right now. Alpha male is pumping up their chest and being all like, I'm the shit and all this stuff. A divine masculine knows who the fuck he is. It's just that simple. He knows that he can use his emotion. He has that same masculine energy without having to be arrogant with it. It's pure confidence. That's what divine masculine is, by using his emotion, knowing balance, knowing that he has the power in every present moment to share whatever he feels and be vulnerable and not be demonized and not feel like he's going to get demonized, because he won't get demonized because he's not putting out that energy. That's what fucking divine masculine actually is. I don't give a fuck about alpha males and sigma males. Fuck that. That's why so many men are suffering right now, because they've been, you gotta be alpha male. Yes, as a divine masculine, you transcend alpha. You're God mode at this point. But you got to feel your emotions. So a lot of alpha males right now, they're just, hoo-ah! But what they really want to do is actually curl up and cry and let shit out. You know, crying is actually a sign of strength, not weakness, because you're allowing yourself to free yourself from all this shit. A woman actually would appreciate men who actually shares their emotion. It's important. Let me see what we got. Sure, Jesus is the way for you, not for me. Jesus and me are one and the same. Can I give public speaking coaching? Can you give it? Of course you can. Actually, there There we are on the break of war, life, everything. Whereas I worked for a robot company, and that is not a joke. Okay, cool. Jesus is the way for you. What's your name? Ball striker? Well, then look within and know that Jesus is already within you. He's not coming back in some human form in another person. He's already within each of us. Remember that. And I'm not here to argue about Jesus is the way. Go find a Christian stream that actually will support your beliefs. This is not the stream for that. It's not your Jesus. Jesus doesn't belong to you. Jesus is all, it's for everyone. So the fact that you say your Jesus, that already tells me a lot. How dare you? How dare you say such silliness? It's not your Jesus. It's not your Jesus. It's everyone's. Jesus doesn't belong to one person. Anyways, is this Wade? It's fucking Wade. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I used to cry over all things I couldn't be or have. Eventually I saw how absurd life is and I started laughing instead of crying. It's okay. Laughing is okay too. But what I'm saying is, like, it's okay to cry, Miller. If you need to fucking cry, get that shit out of your system. If laughter helps you get it out of your system, that's cool too. There are many ways to get energy out of your system. Crying is one way. And the reason why I'm talking about this one specifically is because people demonize crying. And I'm here to change the perception of crying forever. Not just for you guys, but for the entire world. It's okay to let it out. It's okay to feel it. It's okay to release it through that way. There are many ways that people need to release energy, and that's another way. Some people don't like that way. That's fine. But the thing is, sometimes you do need to release it through that way because it will allow... There are certain things that you just can't release through just working out. Through punching something. Sometimes you do need to let it out through a tear. And to use it. And the reason why to use it is not to feel like you're a weakling, because crying is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. But also to know that, like, you have the power to release it through all kinds of ways. Why not just use it? You have laughter I have laughter too. I laugh a lot. I always laugh. I enjoy laughing. It's one of my medicines. It's one of my antidotes. I should add that as my another antidote, laughter. But crying has also helped me a lot too, because there are certain things that I can do without laughter that is kind of like you can say that some energy needs to be released through tears, some need to be released through working out, some need to be released through laughter. But if you deal with those ones that are through laughter and through working out, but you don't deal with the ones that need to be released through tears, then you kind of hold yourself hostage. You see what I'm saying? The invisible God is not invisible, just so you know. It's visible. You just can't, you're just not looking in the right place. But I'm not here to argue your religious stuff right now. Just know that you have the answers within yourself. That's it. Nothing more, nothing else. We're moving on from the Jesus stuff. This is not a live stream for Jesus, okay? This is a live stream to talk about your emotions. Know that Jesus is within you. Know that Jesus loves you, and know that Jesus is around you in every present moment. Now you can know that. You can stop with the Jesus stuff. We're moving on. Back to the emotions. So it's important to feel your emotions. It's important to feel it and release it. Miller, what do you got? Exactly. Crying doesn't make you weak. Sometimes you stay strong for so long that the pain eventually breaks you. It's okay to let it out. You don't always have to be strong. Exactly. Spot on. That's exactly it. That's what I was getting at. Thank you for actually... You basically read my mind there, because I was about to tell you that. So thank you for writing that in a comment before I even said that. Miller is spot on. You don't need to always be strong and put on that strong, tough act. Eventually, you're going to crack. It's not sustainable. I know. I've done it for years. Where I have to be tough and strong and all this. And I do that because like that's my representation of being like masculine male. Like doing this. You're masculine no matter what you do. You just have to tap into the true version of you, which is the authentic you. And the authentic you desires for you to feel your emotions. There is no shame in crying. There is no fear in crying. There is no guilt in crying. Cry it out. Let it out. Free yourself. I'm going to make a live stream on laughter, by the way, just so you know. I will make a live stream on laughing. Why laughing does so much good for you. Do you know how many people in this world don't laugh? You know, basically they got this face. It's going to be hard to see on the camera, so I'm going to come up close to the camera. Don't be afraid. They make this face. They make the scowl face. And I know because I used to do it. I never used to laugh. You ever get those times? You ever get those times when you laugh so much that like you can't stop laughing, those uncontrollable laughs, like you just can't stop? Like right now I'm thinking of a moment where I'm like, oh my God, like I'm just laughing. There's a video I found on Facebook not that long ago. There's a dude sitting in a tub on a bucket playing the Samsung dryer music sound, like but he's wearing a fucking horse head while he's doing it. And every time I watch that video, like, what can I say? Like every time, and then when the video ends, he then turns his head and looks at you with the horse head, like he swings his head around like that. I'm like, and like every time that gets me, like every fucking time. So yeah, I'm gonna make a live stream on laughter at some point, but today it's the opposite of laughter. You can think of it like these two are the same. There's like two sides of the same coin, laughter and crying. Because you can actually cry when you're laughing, you can laugh when you're crying. Which is interesting. I've laughed while I've been crying many times. Like you were mentioning, Miller, how life is absurd. Yeah, it is fucking absurd, isn't it? We get tripped up over a lot of bullshit, don't we? Bullshit that has no meaning until you give meaning to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of these experiences are just that, experiences. Nothing more, nothing else. But until we give emotion, or until we give meaning and labels, it has no meaning. Life has zero meaning, but it doesn't mean it has no value. Life has tremendous value, but it has zero meaning until you give and apply your emotions, which then creates a label, which then creates a meaning that will then show you your experience. Or the other way is, when you give meaning, it'll create a label, which then gives emotion, which then will produce your reality. That's a bar, write it down. See, I'm on fire. I don't care if I'm like, I knew like I was gonna live stream today. I wasn't gonna let, oh, poor me, a girl doesn't like me anymore. Doesn't fucking matter to me. You know why? Because I know who the fuck I am. This is just an experience, nothing more, nothing else. But the reason why it's important, because she helped me this morning break past something that I was holding on to. And I was like, oh my God. Fucking just like a mountain of emotions just came flooding out. But it wasn't just my emotion. It was like the world's emotions that needed to flood through this character. It's like this vessel became like the world's vessel to free energy out of my system. And so I freed it out of my system. I'm like, oh my God, I wish more people would do this. Morning. I wish more people would actually do this. I don't wish, I'm sorry. I know more people are doing this. And it's okay. Let it out. Purge it. Free yourself. Let me read what we got. I believe this applies to every emotion. It sure does. You have to let yourself feel and express them indeed. Otherwise, they build up inside you and eventually comes out in unhealthy or unexpected ways. Bar. Laughing and crying are a tool if you know how to use them. Exactly, Gary. Spot on. Good job. Indeed, they are tools. This is why this morning when I had that experience, I saw crying as a tool. I told the mind, listen carefully. We're about to go and cry, mind, okay? I know you want to create a story. I know you want to create a meaning. I know that meaning will create a label. And I know you want to, and that will create emotions. And then you're going to tell me that God hates us and that no girl actually likes you. Get the fuck out of here, mind, with that story. You're going to come with me. We're going to go hand in hand. We're going to go walk through that gate of emotions. It's going to be difficult, but you and I we'll deal with this. So we sat there and we felt our feelings. And I was thinking, okay, like, this is not just my emotions now. Now it's like the world, because I feel the world so heavily with what's going on. I don't really pay attention to the exact details of the world, but I pay attention to the energy of what the world is feeling. The heaviness, the difficulty, the stress, the suffering, all of it. And so for me, it was like, we're walking through this thing. We're doing this not just for ourselves, but for the world, where we're helping people to free themselves. And we got to sit through this. And I told the mind, listen, look, the reason why we got to sit through this right now is because there's other people right now who are feeling exactly what we feel. But the one thing that's different between them and us right now is that they're not aware of how they can transmute this and reframe it, where we have the power to reframe and do it. But they have it within them, but they don't have it in their mind presently, in their awareness. So this is why we have to still feel these things so that we can understand people even deeper than ever. And going through these emotions this morning, it allowed me to feel how deeply each of you really are at your core. I may not know you physically, but I don't give a fuck about that, because I can feel you energetically. Even as you're typing all your messages, I can feel each of you energetically. Like, I can feel Miller in his words. I can feel Gary in your words. I can feel it. Because I've been so present in over this last year, that I've allowed myself to experience things that I never was able to experience prior, because I've been so distracted in my life. Always this or that or whatever. But because I've started to be more present, I started to feel more things that I've never felt before. And now I also understand or understand that these are all made up stuff anyways. It's all absurdity, as Miller said. But also at the same time, it's not only absurd, it's not really absurd either. It's more so like it's just an experience, that everything's just made up in the mind to create stories upon stories upon stories upon stories, which then creates meaning, which then creates labels, which then creates emotion, which then can produce a reality that may or may not be beneficial to you, but it may help you to understand why you have to go through something, so that you can help someone down the road when they're going through the very thing that you just went through. So like down the road, I'm going to run into someone either on my live stream or in the physical saying, fuck, man, like this girl, I really, really liked her. We already had someone like that on the stream, that they really liked someone and they rejected her, or they rejected him. And like now, you know, he's like, what's the fucking point? Like, I hate women, all this stuff. I'm like, listen carefully. There are so many women out there, you have no idea. For my guys out there, if you love a woman right now, but they don't love you back, that's okay. There are many women out there in the world that you will have that feeling for again. But guess what? Why is it that you love that person? Is it because of their looks, or because of what they offer? Because I can guarantee you, if it's something that they offer, you can give it to yourself. You want to experience that person in a certain way? Cool, I get it. But you can also give that experience to yourself. You just have to use your imagination a little. That's all you got to do. It's a tool. Your imagination is a tool. And that tool was given to you by the universe, God itself. Use it. You have the power. I reframed that message that was sent by that person. And if she is here, I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you so much for freeing me with your message this morning. I love you. Our friendship will still be thriving. I'm still in your life, and I'm still going to be a big part of your life. I'll never, ever not be a part of your life. I'm here to always love and support you. I did say that once before, and I keep to my word. That's the one thing about me. I never go back on my word. That is and forever will be my ninja way, quoting Naruto Uzumaki there. When I lock the fuck in and I say something, I lock the fuck in and I do it. I don't break my promises unless somebody betrays me, but no one can actually betray me, because that would imply that like I allowed them to do that. They couldn't do it because, you know, I don't allow things like that to happen in my experience. Anyways, so if you're here, I'm not going to mention your name. If you're here, I love you. I respect you. I have absolute like care for your soul, and I appreciate you for allowing me to feel my feelings this morning. But it wasn't for just me, but you helped me indirectly to help the world, because you allowed me to free myself, to open up this catalyst that needed to be purged out of my system so that I can show up even more intensely for the world. So thank you very, very much. I appreciate you with every fiber of my soul. I'm just checking if there's any other messages. No, we're good. Did it sting a little when I saw the message this morning? It stung. It wasn't like a dagger into the back. It was just like a little like mosquito bite. It's like, okay. I'm not here to convince that person of anything. I'm not here to change I'm not here to change your opinion. This is why when I was going through and crying this morning, I was like, oh my God, like this is great actually that this happened, because for me it really allowed a lot of energy that I was holding on to, because going forward in the future, air quotes, even though future doesn't exist, it's actually right here, right now. The person I'm meant to be with, they'll get even more love than that person was going to get. Because now I get to summon my love and send it to the person who I'm destined to be with. This is why sometimes in reality, you have to let go of something for something even greater to unfold. What's up? Is your DJ? All work and no play. I like that name. It's a good name. I like that name. That's a good username. I like that. All work and no play. It should be all play. It should be both play and both work. But I'm not here to tell anybody about their usernames. It's do whatever. So for me, like feeling the emotions this morning, it was turbulent, it was rough, it was scary, I'm not gonna lie, but I also know that I'm not in any danger. Because I know deep down inside, when you release your emotions through crying, through whatever form, you're going to free yourself. You're going to feel lighter. Every time I have cried in the past, or I have let go of emotions in some form of that way, I always felt lighter. I always felt better. In the past, remember, air quotes, it would last for at least weeks or months. Now for me, it lasts moments. It really lasts for like 15, 20 minutes and I'm done. Like I move on. Because what else can you do? The only thing that exists is here and now. Our mind will continue to throw us back into the past. She said that to me this morning. I'm so sad. The mind's going to do that. But knowing that everything exists here and now in a state of visibility or invisibility based on your level of awareness, it already is here. It's done. I already am with my partner. I don't need her to be my partner. It could be someone else. Hell, I already have my partner within. That's why I said you can give everything to yourself within yourself, that you don't even need the world for anything. And when you don't need anything from the world, watch as the world starts to offer you everything. I was saying this yesterday. When you need nothing of the world, and I really do mean this, when you need nothing of the world will start to offer you everything. It's just that simple. Hey, what's up? Good to see you. When you need nothing of the world, I mean, I'm not saying not to eat food and not to drink water and all that stuff. Like, remember, use your common sense to get some food if you're hungry, and eat and drink some water if you're thirsty, or whatever the fuck you need to do. Go use the bathroom, you know, do the human things you need to do. But I'm referring to like the external stuff, like to feel a feeling, like, you know, driving your fancy sports car, or living in your fancy mansion, or having a beautiful relationship with a partner. You can have all those feelings right now. You really can have all that right now because it's already within you to feel those feelings. You just have to feel it. That's as real as going to get. The reason why you want to experience it in the physical is because you're looking for a feeling internally to fulfill. But guess what? You can feel the internal feeling now without having the experience in the physical, and watch the physical show up because you want. That's what you're feeling. There's a mirror internally within you that you can't see, but it's basically reflecting back what you're experiencing on the physical. So I was reminded that like I put a little bit too much importance on this person. I forgot that like, yeah, like she's just doing her thing, I'm doing my thing. Like, stop putting too much importance on her, right? I forgot that. You know, when you start to catch the feels, you start to kind of like put more attention to the person because you want to show them the love and the appreciation. You want to show up for them, right? You want to show that you're consistent. You want to show that you care, right? I may have overextended that just a smidge. That's okay. That's an experience. It just shows me that her and I, we weren't fully in alignment anyways, which is perfect, right? Which means that frees me up to open up a new door with a person who likes that. And I'm not here to say that I'm going to message every hour, every day. That's not what I do. But like, let's check in once a day and just say, hey, how's it going? Just checking in on you. All good? Right? Or, you know, sending them something funny or whatever. Like for me, like, I'm glad that they expressed that they didn't like the whole, you know, you mess with me a little too much kind of thing. But you see, this is the problem with social media. Like, we're playing these stupid ass games. Like, if this was in the physical, I'd be talking to them, not all day, but I'd be like doing my shit and be like, so what's going on with you, right? Thank you, Steven, I appreciate it. And so, appreciate you, dude. So, like, for me specifically, I told them, like, you know, I'm grateful that you expressed how you felt. I myself, you know, I'm not really one to like message much either. I just wanted to check in with this person to see how she's doing. And so, you know, she took it her way. I took it, I'm on my own frequency. She's on her own frequency. She felt the feeling that she doesn't feel romantic vibes for me, which is cool anymore. And I basically got to reframe it saying, oh my God, you allowed me to cry this morning to purge that energy of what could have been sadness, but actually what it was really meant for was to purge some energy that was still stuck in my system that needed to be released, free it so I can show up even more authentically to each of you, so I can show up and be as real as I possibly can. No script, no fucking nothing. Just literally me speaking off the top of my dome. What's up, Chelsea? Or actually, what's up, Rihanna? And so basically what I did, I felt my feelings, but it wasn't just my feelings, it's the feelings for the world. I see all the sadness that people are facing. I see all the pain that people are feeling. I feel all the pain or all the despair that people are feeling. I felt all the anger. And it was like, collectively, I saw like the world's energy, like everybody's like emotions come flooding into me. And I was able to like take it and purge it out into the ether and release it. It's similar to like when Goku asked for, send me your energy. Like when he summons the spirit bomb and everybody kind of like gives a little bit of their energy. And I was like freeing up the energy of the world. It's quite fascinating. It's quite powerful, actually. You too. This morning was a little crying moment, but I got over it. But we have to feel emotions. It's okay. Yeah. So I'm still here, still doing my thing. I'm still alive, exactly.
Good, very important
It-
to us. Stay alive.
Stay alive.
Get breathing.
Don't forget breathing, exactly.
Okay, nice talk to you.
I'll,
See you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. And so it's so important to really to really feel your feelings. Morning. It's so important to feel your feelings, because when you don't feel your feelings, you will get stuck. And so this morning when I got all of that in, I'm like, holy motherfuck. That means the universe really wants this vessel to be able to feel the pain of the world and to help the world at such a deep rate. So because of that experience with that person this morning, I thank them so dearly and so deeply, because now you get even more power from Orion. Because Orion came here to help each of you, to help yourselves, to remember how powerful you are, to free yourselves from all the emotions that have held you hostage. It's important to feel it. Morning. It's important to feel your feelings. It's important to let it out. It's important to get that out of your system. The one thing that I've mastered is to not take anything personally, and to also not create meaning behind the experience. It's just an experience at this point. Quite literally, it's just an experience. Nothing more, nothing else. For me, that's how you stay in the now. You don't get tripped up, you don't get stuck, you don't get locked up in your own prison that you put yourself into. By the way, just now, beautiful woman just walked by. She said hello, she was waving to me. Already bounced back. Do you think one woman defined my validation and my way of being? Fuck no. You know how many women like me? So many women. And that's the whole point of what I'm getting at. When you know who the fuck you are, nothing can really faze you. Yes, you have to let things out. Don't ever say that you can't cry. And by the way, crying is not something of being phased. It's something that you need to do on a regular basis. There are times where you have to cry. There are times you must laugh. There are times that you must sit your ass down and do nothing. And there are times where you got to relax. There are times where you have to take a pause. Sometimes you just need that break. Sometimes you just need to say fuck it. Sometimes you need to punch something. Sometimes you just need to vent it out. But do not create... Hi Chelsea, good to see you. Do not create a story behind it. The mind's going to do it. The mind's going to keep creating a story over and over, but it's you who has the power to not be influenced by that story. Because I could have been influenced by the story of the mind saying, yeah, you see, women don't like you, you'll never get a hot woman again, and blah, blah, blah. Get the fuck out of here with that story. Just because it's happened many times in reality doesn't mean that's forever. Hello? You get to change the story because you had one or two experiences and then you took that as your truth. Then you kept reinforcing that as your truth, and that kept showing up and perpetuating in your experience, Orion. And so guess what? They would only prove to you exactly what you felt. This one could have been the same thing too. I could have still been holding on to that. And that's why a lot of that emotion just purged out of the system, so that I could free garbage like that out of my mind and tell the story to stop. I'm proud of you, mind, for holding on to that story, but now you can release the story. Most of the stories that we tell ourselves on repeat are stories that children are holding on to. Like when they're 10 years old, when they got rejected, and then you play that same story on repeat as an adult. A lot of the stories that you all are holding on to, that we all hold on to, is stories from your childhood that you just have to let go of. That isn't true. You are the infinite. You are the fucking infinite. And it's okay if another infinite doesn't like you. They don't got the feels for you. Because you know what? There's someone that does. And that just means it opened up a path to going to exactly who I'm supposed to go to. I already know who that is. And even if it's not that person, that's okay too. Because in the end, you have yourself. And that should be enough. Because like I said, when the world can't impress you with anything anymore, and I really do mean this, not the amount of money, not a woman or a man, depending on which side you play for, not success or fulfillment. When the world attempts to offer you everything and you say, fuck it, I don't need your shit, I already have it within, then the world will give you everything. That's a bar, write it down. It's just that simple. Success, love, fulfillment, abundance already exists within each of us. All of us. We all already have it. All you got to do, just be in the now. And know that you already have it. And you're good. You're fucking good. No stories, no labels, no emotions that are going to be tied to like, but this didn't work out for me. It's okay. You have the power to reframe anything at any time. And you know, yesterday on my second live stream, the chill and chat one, it was Wilderness. He said something powerful to me. He's like, you know, I remember you were talking to someone about when they lost 400,000 and you told them about how they didn't actually lose 400,000. They circulated it. That was a powerful reframe for him. And it showed, he shared with me how that one thing alone has helped him to change his life and see things differently. And this is the reason why I do what I do every day as much as I can to help each of you to get those reframes if you choose to listen. With an open heart and an open mind. I'm not here to force anything onto any of you. You already know that. You all have the answers within inside of you. That's it. That's all you need to know. Every day a live stream, if I don't go, I will always find a way to say that you have the answer. It's always you. It's always pointing to you. If you look at the description in this live stream, you can read it verbatimly. I copy paste that, not every day because it keeps it saved, thank God for that. But read the description and you will see there are people, you will see in the description that it will keep saying that you are the answer. And I really do mean that, because when I felt those emotions, it was me feeling the emotions. It wasn't someone else, it was me. I did it. I felt the emotion. I felt the sense of like, oh my God, I feel relief. I feel lighter now. Now I don't have to focus my attention on that person anymore. I'll still help them. I still love them. I still support them. I'll still be their friend. But I don't have to even entertain the idea of romance now for that person, because now I can move on and focus on what was important anyways. Service. That was always primary number one. That's always going to be my core. My purpose comes beyond romance and love. Like love and romance come like second. It'll never come first. My purpose always comes first. I was just seeing if there's any other messages. No, there isn't. Damn, it's already 11. It's almost 11:11. Look at that. Is there any other tears that I need to shed? Not really. It's not flying in front of me. I know I'm sweet, but come on. Come on now. This was a very powerful live stream. Very, very powerful live stream. It's a little better, but it's still, you know, can't really do the whole bending thing as like this one, but it's okay. I was gonna put my feet in the water again, but it's a little cooler today, so I didn't really want to do all that right now. So, but it's okay. When I get back to the house, I'm gonna do my workout, not on the stream. I'm not gonna work out on the stream. I'm gonna kind of have that. That's my time. I'm gonna work out on the. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna do what I need to do, and then I'll potentially come back later in the later afternoon or evening time, and then chill and chat. But when I get back, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I didn't do my workout this morning. I sat and I basically felt my emotions. I sat for about 30 minutes, but it took 15 minutes. I took 15 minutes to cry and let that shit out. Like, tears were just flowing, things were just coming out of my eyes. But like after that, like for 15 minutes, I just sat with the I've come a long way. Like, again, if this was like like 2 years ago, if I had this experience with a woman, I'd have been probably crushed, devastated. But now, I don't feel like that. I don't feel. It's like it doesn't matter anymore. Because like I know it's all of this is irrelevant anyways. Like we're just here to have the experience and nothing more. Would have been great if I got to be with that person, abso-fucking-lutely. And who knows? Maybe down the road, maybe we are meant to be together. Who knows? But I'm no longer putting importance into that. It is what it is. Don't know if this is the same one. I also created 2 live streams. Oh no, it's the same live stream. Okay. It continued. I think it did. It's kind of working, but not working. Well, at least I kind of know what happens when you, when the stream goes dead. Well, at least I kind of know what happens. Cool. So at least on Prism Live, when the stream, or when the phone or whatever the fuck is going on with the phone, I'm just gonna quickly leave an alien emoji just to make sure my chat's working. Yeah, I can see my chat. Perfect. Anyways, we had a little bit of a tech problem there. You guys know how it rolls. Don't even create a problem out of that. Just keep going. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, so I thank the person who, said what they needed to say this morning, because they allowed me to free up all kinds of things within myself. The mind still will like to make stories, though. It wants to be like, that's what the mind wants to do right now. It wants to like, but it didn't work out. Relax. It just showed that I created a little bit of importance. It was nice to hear, though, some things that she said. Not that I needed validation from her whatsoever. I know who I am at my core. But it's still nice to hear it at times from other women when they say, man, you're hot or you're sexy. especially if it's a hot woman who's saying that. Like if it's a woman that I don't find attractive and they're telling me that, like, cool, I already know that. But I don't really take it too seriously when someone that I don't find attractive says that to me. Morning. Not to say no one, like those who are not attractive to me, that they're not attractive to someone else. You're all beautiful on the inside and out, but we all have our own personal tastes. And it's nice to hear sometimes when a woman tells me like, yeah, you're a hot, sexy, handsome dude. It's great. Anyways, don't really need that though from anybody, but I appreciate it. So that shows me the frequency that I'm on, that I stopped caring. I really stopped giving a fuck about how people perceive me. I really don't care. At this point, I'm just being me. Morning. So, like whether people say something or not say, I don't care. There are people when I'm walking on the trail that I say hello to. There are other people who, oh, Anonymous, good to see you. You missed out on some powerful experience I was talking about. We're talking about crying today and releasing your energy. I've already talked for over 2 hours, or at least, but at the live stream, it was broken for a moment. I just had to fix it again. At least I now know how Prism Live handles when you have to turn off your phone or restart your stream or whatever, how it handles it. It keeps the one that you were using still active. It just, Anyways, I'm just kind of give you the short story quickly. Had an experience this morning with a person. Love her very, very much. Still do. Always have. Always will. Will always love her, but not in a romantic sense anymore. Now it's just back to friendship. She doesn't feel the vibe. Cool. She allowed me to free energy in my system, which allowed me to free myself from a lot of the mind traps that was still being like ensnared inside of me. And I liberated myself even more. And like, because of the frequency I've been on, it doesn't faze me now. Like this stuff would have taken me months to overcome. Now, minutes. Or even micro moments. Because when you've done the work on yourself so much, you stop caring. Like, well, when I say stop caring, I don't mean in like some like negative sense. I'm saying like you don't really care the outcome at this point. Like it is what it is. Which means that like I also got to reframe things. I saw it as a catalyst because she allowed, not that I didn't allow it for myself, but she allowed it now for me to open up a new door, or a door that already exists, to walk to the direction I was supposed to walk anyways. I'm no longer needing to focus my attention, concentration, and energy that direction now, from a romantic sense, to now lock the fuck in with someone who actually does want to be with me and actually feels the vibe. And so, with her experience this morning, I was able to feel all kinds of things, not only for myself, but for the world. I felt like I was like Goku summoning energy for a spirit bomb, but I was like taking all the energy, like all the negative energy out of everybody and pulling it out of them. Hello. I was like pulling out all the negative energy out of every person and putting it in myself and then purging it through my tears and releasing it. That's what it felt like. It was wonderful. And I felt fucking liberated. And some of you might be feeling a shift. So if you feel a shift inside of you, guess who did the shift with you? But it was really not me, it was itself. It was God. It was the universe. Through your vessel. Through this vessel. To take your energy of like heaviness, come into my system, purge it out of my tears. It became like an orb, and then I purged that orb physically through tears, and the tears are like orbs. What we got? You don't need to apologize. You're good. You don't need to apologize. You've been with me long enough. You already know. You already know. You don't need to apologize for anything. You're good. What's up? Share. Giving me a little time to break away from the whole crying stuff. But don't distract me too much because I gotta get back to what I need to talk about. But share what you need to share. What you got? It is a big step, isn't it, Gary? It's a massive step. It's a huge step because now nothing is holding me back. And the one who is meant to be with me now gets the truest version of me. Because now I'm no longer placing my attention, concentration on that which is no longer in resonance with me. I still care about the person, of course. We have great friendship, and that's what it is now. It's just friendship. Now, I get to focus my attention on what is really important, extremely important. So yeah, very big step indeed. I'm finally soul calling in human years 13. Hey, happy birthday, or happy alien birthday, or happy human birthday. Welcome to teenagehood. Now all the emotions and the raging of the body and all that, unless you already dealt with all that yet, you're gonna start to feel all kinds of stuff. So happy birthday to you, crazy cat. I forgot today, yeah, your birthday is in August 19th. Congratulations. You went through a hard year, but you did it. You made it through. But you know, you're aware. I wasn't dating anybody. I wasn't dating her. She simply had mentioned that she started to feel romantic feelings for me. And she was potentially exploring a possibility with me. That was a couple weeks ago. And now, because she has felt her feelings, she's like, I've been really sensing that the romantic thing isn't really it for me. So this was like a 2-week thing. So we weren't even dating or anything. We were just exploring. That was it. Nothing more. But now it allowed me to free myself of like, okay, now I know 100% that it truly isn't going to be with her. Now I know that it is someone else. Think of it like a stepping stone. That's really what it was. It's a stepping stone. So now I don't have to place too much attention on the aspect of romance with her. I can focus on our friendship, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing else. Right? I said to her that I'll be a part of her life no matter what. I wasn't going back on my word on that. I said that. And the reason why I said that is because I know our souls have been together in some shape or form in many lifetimes. She even knows the same thing too. So this is just more of a friendship now. But anyways, like now it allows me to move forward. So you see, like I reframed it. I could have been like, oh, well, woe is me and be the victim here. But I chose not to do that because you know why? I know that all this is just fucking made up anyways. This is just a game. And you get to decide what meanings you give something in the end. And I had to use my emotions this morning. You can say that this moment had to happen for me to feel all of the emotion I needed to feel to get it out of my system and purge it once and for all. Will there be emotions like this in the future? Air quotes. Yes, of course there will be. But will I get tripped up like I used to get tripped up? No, because this experience showed me how far I've come. And it's so beautiful because thanks to her, that message was a catalyst for me to like transcend to the next level. So like I unlocked another layer within myself. I turned Super Saiyan, like I turned Ultra Instinct or Master Ultra Instinct now. Instead of turning Super Saiyan, I turned Master Ultra Instinct because of this. So now I have like silver here and I have God aura. Not that I didn't already have God aura, but you know. What we got? Yeah, I did that in the astral realm already. I don't know why my stream is fucking buffering. Stop buffering. We got internet problems again. Well, it's not dead. I still know her. I've known her for a year and a half. Okay, well, it's buffering on my tablet. It is whatever. It's all good. Yeah, I've known her for a year and a half. First, I liked her romantically. Didn't connect. It's okay. Then we had a communication problem where we didn't know how to communicate with each other. That was a problem. Then we found each other and then we were able to re-communicate properly, and then we finally figured it out. Cool. Then, you know, she started feeling feelings for me. I already had shut down my feelings for her. Like, I was done. I was already friends with her. I saw it more like a sister and like a friend, like that vibe. That was it. I was like done. Like, I'm not even interested in her anymore. But then she started feeling feelings for me, and that's when the door opened up, and I'm like, maybe this is the right time, or maybe it isn't. So she just shared, doesn't feel that for me now. She's very connected to herself, which is wonderful. And I'm glad she shared that, because now that opens up the real possibilities of what I'm supposed to experience. So you see, everything works out the way it's supposed to, y'all. It really does. That's the beautiful thing about life. Life will always balance itself out. No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need a chat only link. Unless you're talking about yesterday. You can email me the chat link only for yesterday. I don't care about today's chat link. Today's chat link is irrelevant. Yesterday's one was powerful because, you know, helping shapeshifter and seeing everybody else while sitting at the water, that was a really good live stream. I really enjoyed that live stream a lot. It's very powerful. Now, just so you know, I'm just going to put this out in the ether. I am still not interested in anybody who comes on my live stream. I'm not. I am so sorry. I will not be entertaining any relationship on my live stream romantically, period. And the reason for that is because, number one, most people are not showing who they actually are. Number two, unless you are out there and you're doing the thing, I'm not interested. Those who are hiding in the shadows and like can't show who they are, or like they're afraid to do this or that already shows me that like you're not on my level presently when it comes to a romantic relationship. Because I'm a person who's out in the world doing the thing. I'm not afraid of anything or anyone. So like if you're just kind of like hiding in shadows and like all that, so I'm just kind of letting you all know, for any future woman that comes on my stream, you can like me, but I'll like you from a sister standpoint, but that's as far as it goes. So I'm just kind of putting that out there. I'm gonna like someone either if it's coming from a dating app or in the physical person. That's how it's gonna work. I won't be entertaining no YouTube shit. So if any of you had your hopes on like being with me, squash it immediately. Just squash it. Not interested. Because I gotta focus. I gotta lock the fuck in. So I'm just kind of putting that out in the ether now. Well, yeah, I'm glad you said it rarely works out, but that implies that in your universe it doesn't work out. In my universe it does work out. There are many people who found love through online relationships. Plenty. I know plenty. I know of plenty. In fact, I know one physically right now. Tiff and Jason. Tiff, who shows up on the stream, they met on a dating app back in 2015. They have a kid now. So I know it works. So if you say it rarely works out, then you created that law in your reality that it doesn't work out for you. That rarely does e-dating ever work out. If you say that, then you created that law. You see, I can catch people's words like that. That's how good I am. Not hiding, just tripping up. Yeah. Anyways, get back on topic. I've made my intentions clear. I'm here to help and serve the world. If the universe wants to work through me and have a relationship, cool. If it doesn't, I'm okay with that. I've been good with that for years. I've been single for what? Close to 10 years now. Haven't done the deed, the business, for almost 10 years. I'm not missing out on anything. It's like similar to like I've never drank alcohol and smoked any sort of anything. I'm not missing out on anything. So for me specifically, like I told the self, like if we don't end up ever being with a partner, that's okay. We're good. Live your life to the fullest. You get to do whatever the fuck you want. You get to be free. Not to say when you're not in a relationship you're not free, but you got to be in alignment. And if you're not in alignment in your relationship, what's the point of being in a relationship? Good. If you like that, that's awesome, amazing. Keep it that way if you want. But don't block love either. If love is going to show up, don't block it. Do whatever works best for you. But remember to feel your emotions. Don't ever hold your emotions back. Because if you do, I guarantee you, you're blocking something that's supposed to come into your life, and you're not going to allow it to come into your life. And guess what happens? You will then forever suffer. And you'll have the what if. And so that's why for me, when it shows up again, it will. Not if, because I know there's a when. When it shows up for me, it'll show up. What's up, dude? Yesterday, you needed to talk. Today is my day that I need to talk. I'm going to show you a powerful reframe since you're here right now. You mentioned, things weren't working out for you yesterday. I feel you. I had an experience this morning that felt the same way, but it is working out for me. Here's a reframe. Because it didn't work out for me in the physical, but I've already decided everything worked out for me mentally. That means that things that showed up randomly, which weren't random, were designed to show me how I can reframe and change my experiences at any time by giving myself that powerful reframe. Because you have the power to reframe everything at any time, in any present moment. Indeed, we all have those days. I certainly have those days. Well, it's not, when I say I'm not referring to like the God I. I'm referring to like the character I. The character I has those days. Me, specifically, I got to work with the character, and I have to deal with the character's layer. So the character has one of those days right now. And I said I might cry on the stream, but I haven't had to cry anything because I feel this sense of relief, joy. I felt everyone's energy today, and I like took your energy and I pulled it out of your systems and I threw it into the universe. It's like I collectively took this black orb that everybody was holding within themselves, pulled it out of your systems, and then it went through my system. I turned it into a crystal orb, and then I purged it out with my tears, and I sent it out into the ether. So if you feel a shift internally, you're welcome. I haven't done my workout yet. I haven't done anything. Once I'm done at the water, I'm gonna take the rest of the day for myself. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna do whatever I want, like I always do. But I won't be streaming after this stream. I'm gonna just take the entire rest of the day off. Just focus on my energy and just like give me some nice TLC, some nice loving and caring. Because you got to do that. You gotta love yourself. You have to. Exactly, we're supposed to feel these things, and that's why I was saying earlier. If men, this is specifically for men right now. If men did not have the ability to cry, then you wouldn't have the glands between your eyes. That's a bar. Write it down. You would not have the ability to cry. God would have sealed that up, and you would not have the emotions to cry. So guess what? You're human. You have those glands. So guess what? You should be able to cry. Use it, because crying is not here to be. I'm not here to demonize crying. I'm actually here to reframe crying as a powerful tool to use it to your advantage. Who cares what the world says? Fucking cry. If you need to cry, let it out. Get that shit out of your system, because there are certain emotions that you have to use to get out of your system with crying. You can laugh it out, you can vent it out, you can scream it out, you can do whatever, but crying generally has a way of letting shit out of your system that no other way, no other form can. I know it's temporary. Dude, I already know all this. I'm good. Don't you remember who the fuck I am? Hello, I'm Orion. I'm the most powerful being ever created in human history. I know, I'm being arrogant there, but it's true. I am the most powerful human that's ever been created. Jokes aside. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate you, dude. Kiss yourself, because it's important. Only you've got you, right? You gotta love you, right? I have to be my biggest cheerleader, my biggest best friend, my greatest ally, and my most inspiring person in my entire life. Because guess what? I grew up hating the world, and I had no one but myself. Sure, I lived with people, but they didn't understand me. So I've had to love on myself. I had no choice but to. If I wanted to survive in this world, even though I'm not surviving anymore, I'm thriving. Even though I had to survive in this world, because that's the narrative that the world thinks you got to do. You have to survive. No, you're thriving. In order for me to thrive in this world, I needed to love myself. And in order for me to help the world, I need to love myself fully. And not just need to, I choose to. And I get to. So that's what I'm doing. I appreciate it. I know you guys are. As I'm with you. By the way, doing this here, it's called, is it called sheltering? No. There's a word for this. When you rub your arms like this while you're hugging yourself. This is releasing energy as well too, just so you know. This is a good tool to use. You hug yourself like this, and then you just rub your arms like this. I forget the name of this though. It's either called sheltering or something. It starts with the S. But you do this, it helps you to feel more relaxed, more calm. So you just do this, and you start to feel better. This is why I'm aware of all the tools, and I get to use all these tools. So I can show these tools so that you guys can use the tools. You know there are people who charge for this stuff? Oh, there's some humans over there. Huh, interesting. All right, cool. Grounding butterfly taps. Yeah. Remember to also breathe. It's very important. We forget to breathe. This is my reminder to breathe right now. You know, in every moment we have everything. We really do. Like when you think about it, we have the breath, we have these tools that we can use. Like we forget all these things because the mind makes a story that you're like, but I don't have that thing, and I'm missing that thing, and all this shit. You're not missing anything. You really aren't. You have everything with you right now. You really do. Like, it's great. When you realize and you recognize that you are literally not missing anything, you change the story. Let me see what we got. All of us are going through the same journey, and we'll create our own world one day at a time. Even though you didn't say one day at a time, I said it at a time. But guess what? You're doing it in this moment, and you already created it. You're just revealing it now into your experience. I don't know if I have anything else to cry like out of my system. And just so you know, do not create a story when you're crying, because the mind's going to do that. It's going to create a story, which then creates meaning, which then creates a label, which then creates emotion, which then creates potentially your reality if you stay in it long enough. Don't demonize when you're crying. Allow yourself to just cry. Just let it out. Nothing wrong. Just let it out. I'm just seeing if I want to take a moment to sit and cry anything else out. I've been standing for a little bit. I didn't do any movements today, nothing. I got up and I started just like, I saw the message this morning. I'm like, I felt like my stomach dropped for a moment. Like, ugh. You know, like when somebody like, for you for that, but at the same time, I'm like, it wasn't too much of like a death blow. It was more of a, oh, okay. Okay, I guess I gotta feel my feelings now. It is what it is. Feel the feelings. Let it out. So that's what I did. Yeah, I'm gonna sit in the water for a moment. I'll sit in the water. It's okay. I brought my cloth. Oh yeah, it's in my pocket. What am I doing? I was like, I put it in my pocket just in case I needed to cry and wipe my tears from my face. So how did I sit yesterday? Was it here? I don't remember. Am I buffering? My tablet is buffering, but it's okay. Yeah, okay. You guys can see me. But what I want to do is turn the camera just a little bit this way. Cool. You guys can see me. You know that Dragon Ball song with Gohan? Tears I cry. That song has all the tears I had to cry. Ooh, it's cold. It's cold. It's okay. Oh man. Ugh. All right. Let's see. I think the best thing to do in these moments is just to let go and just let grace take over. You do everything you can and leave it to God. Indeed. That's why there's a saying, give yourself grace to allow that space for it to take place. That's a bar, write it down. If you haven't heard me say that before, I've said it before though on the stream. I'll say it again. Give yourself grace to allow this space, right? Allow the energetic space for it to take place. For allowing God to work through you, or the universe to work through you, because it's important. Grace is one of those things that is important to remember, because grace is it's giving yourself this moment of peace and presence. Is my stream buffering? I just want to make sure I'm good, or is it just my tablet being silly? If one of you guys can just leave a message, just say if it's good on your end, because it seems to me it keeps buffering on my end. Come on, man. For real? Are we doing this now? There. Okay, so it's basically just, it's just the tablet being silly. You know what's one powerful way to let go of emotions? You guys already know what I'm about to say. Using music. This morning, I decided to listen to the Interstellar track. It goes da na 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 na. That helped me to start to pour out the tears were starting to build up when I heard the song. Every time I listen to that track, it sends that's why music transcends a lot of the logical, rational way of thinking, because music is one of those powerful tools that you can use to really help you to get into the mood. That's why you see when people start to listen to sad songs, they start to get even more sad. That's why you have to be aware of when you're listening to what kind of music, to not get so entrenched into it. I want to listen to music for a moment. I gotta open up my sound tool though, so I can turn YouTube off, like the volume. So drop that to 0, raise up the volume again, open up VLC. So I was listening, I'm sure this is gonna get copyright, but whatever. I was listening to this. So you can already tell how the emotions will come flooding out with this track. It does. That's why I was sitting like that. Right? So that's why I'm sitting like this too, to some extent. I won't listen to the song for too long. Some of the tears are actually starting to come out, by the way. I always feel like I'm always on a treasure hunt. Weird. I just want to ask if there is something is underneath the rock that you're standing on. No, just the rock, but I did find this bottle yesterday. I was here yesterday. This was this was right in front of me, and I didn't even see it until I looked carefully, and I'm like, oh, there's a bottle in front of me. So this was a treasure I found. A couple days ago, there was some girls that came, little girls with named Trinity and Arielia. They went down the stream and they found a statue of Mary in the water. And I've been here so many times, but they went all the way down there and they found a treasure of a Mary statue, and they gave it to their mom, and it was such a blessing. But no, other than the actual rocks underneath my feet, no, there's just this. It was just this yesterday, and right now, just like a piece of stick, like a twig. Another like stone. Yeah. You know, it's funny. It's interesting because many years ago, had an experience like this happen to me, or I should say for me, or as me, because you know we're the creator. My entire day would have been ruined. I'd just be so deflated. I wouldn't want to help anybody with anything. I wouldn't care about anything. I wouldn't want to serve. I just wanted to be left alone. I wanted the universe just to end my existence. But now, I'm grateful that I get to have these experiences. I get to see things differently because I know how far I've come. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just feeling some more emotions, just letting it out. I'm always good. I've come a long way. I'm using the power of this song to help some emotions to move free. There's still a little bit more that needs to be coming out, so I'm just kind of letting it come out. If there's any tears that have to come out, they will come out. Humming is helping me, by the way, too. Oh, she's just asking. There's no gaslighting. She's just asking, that's all. I know you guys are just joking around. You can hear the humming is starting to bring up even more emotions right now. So some of the tears are starting to come out. You know, it's funny. As my tears are covering my eyes, the water's being distorted with my fingers. It's like I can see two of my hands and two of my feet right now with my tears, even though my other hand is right here. It's quite fascinating. It's allowing me to see something that I wouldn't have seen before. It's very it's beautiful. You know, the mind wants to make a label right now, a story. It wants to be like, why don't good things ever happen for him? And I keep reminding the mind, like, it's okay. I know it's a story that you've been holding on to for years, but you can let go of it now. Amazing things have always happened for you. You just haven't realized it until you reframed it, which I came in to help him to reframe. I came to help this vessel so that this vessel remembers who he is, so that he knows how powerful he and everyone else is, so that he can go out in the world and serve. Thank you. I receive. Exactly. And I'm glad that you're saying that, Shape, because that's exactly what's happened for you too, bro. That's why, remember, the mind yesterday for you was getting in the way, and I just had to simply say the same thing that you're saying to me now. The mind isn't in my way though, presently. I'm aware of what the mind's doing, but yeah. Sometimes we neglect our feelings. We need to acknowledge them. Indeed, all of us, we need to. That's why I was saying it's important to feel your emotions. What other live stream on the planet does what I'm doing right now? You guys are getting to see the journey unfold in real time. I don't care if this one gets copyright, to be honest. It is what it is. I do find letting go of things hard, but it's very much needed sometimes. Indeed. For me, it's not hard to let go of things anymore, but it's still necessary. I let go of people, circumstances, situations, events. It's important. It's supposed to rain, apparently, soon. But I don't really care. I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon, like, when I get back to the house, Just gonna do my workout, purge some energy, just enjoy. Probably watch a comedy or something to laugh at. You know, laughter is another powerful medicine. You can call it the fourth antidote, by the way. Laughter. Oh, cool. The music is done. So I'm going to find that Gohan track. Let's see, where is it? It's the... I gotta actually look for it. I did download it, I think. Ah, shit, I didn't download it. Fuck. Oh, well. I thought I had downloaded it. Nope. Looks like I forgot to download that, but it's okay. I'll get it eventually. I can open it up on my YouTube Google Chrome browser. Like, being gay and Gemini and duality is a mess. Well, nothing wrong with being like any of that stuff. But yeah, you just gotta give yourself TLC. There is the Gohan anger track I was looking for. A lot of energy. Just feeling some feelings right now. Still care. Indeed. I mean, it's the experience already passed. It's just getting out any other stuck emotion that's still stuck inside of me. I want this anymore. I can't ignore. I fight for every life I love. Even when I'm terrified, I will hide, I will ride. Inside me grows. This is all I ever known. Myself again. I'm literally just sitting here to purge anything that's still stuck. Because this morning was a really powerful moment. There's no sadness at all. It's just sitting here getting out anything that's still stuck inside. To let you live. Mercy had too much. Here it comes. Thank you, Gary, you too. Because I hesitated. Because I waited. I'm sorry. That lives in my head. I like that I'm sorry part. The words I never said. But then your voice reached out to me. Set your emotions free. No one holding back. Everything shall pass. But now you'll see. This is what you need of me. I won't forgive you. Well, I forgive everybody. Gotta be mindful with the lyrics sometimes, you know. You can get entranced with the lyrics too. It's so fascinating. Like, the water is so cold, but yet my feet have been in here now, like they don't even feel cold. No more here, I understand, 'cause you took everything from me. Now I set this power free. All the tears I held inside, all the tears I had to hide. But the number I must be, just to end this tragedy. All the tears I had to hide to end this tragedy. You can do this. You can do it, Gohan. Let it go. Hey, bro. Hold on, let me finish my song here. Hold on. It's almost done. We're having a little bit of an emotional day. Yeah. Okay. I appreciate you coming, bro. Mike is here, guys. Thank you, Shapeshifter. How's my hand numb now? What the hell? All right, bro. What you got? You want to come closer? You won't be able to be seen again. Yeah. And you can speak loud if you want. What you got?
First of all, you frequently speak with me.
Of course it does.
I had a testimony. As I was coming down.
Oh, okay.
There's this one guy in particular that I usually see when I walk, and he always had this grungy face, like, don't talk to me, like that type of face.
Right, a grungy face, okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I didn't want to make assumptions, like, why and this and that. And then I was walking, my music was in my ear. And he was like, you look like one of my, you look like someone. So I remember, like, who are you talking about?
Did he have a dog? No. If you have to get, then no. That's a different person.
He has a truck, though.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a truck.
Gotcha.
So as I was walking, he was like, you look like someone's boyfriend.
You look like someone's boyfriend, okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, yo, in my head, this guy just wants to start to call me.
Yeah.
You like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah, man.
And then I'm like, no. Then we started laughing and stuff. So it goes to show you. I was just walking. He just called me and said, hey, you're fake boyfriend, right?
Yeah. It's just like it basically is pointing to like potential with that person.
I was gonna say the same thing to him. Like,
That's just like a sign, bro.
Is he saying, oh, could that be X, Y, and Z for the things that are leading up to?
Yeah.
Do you
Do you see? And I caught another thing too, because you being here, you saw my stream, You came here to tell me, to remind me that I'm on my path to the person I'm supposed to be with. Because you sharing that story was already enough for me to know that the person that I'm already supposed to be with is already here in the now. But they just haven't physically came yet, but it's just a reminder. Why else would you be here? Yeah. Not every day do you come and see me, right? And not every day do you see the stream, so I mean, you know. Yeah.
I would never thought you would start a convo with me.
Yeah. But you see, you have to share that with me so that you can have that experience for yourself. So I can tell you this experience because it works both ways. It's to ripple out for you, to ripple back to me, to ripple back to you. Yeah. By the way, they say hello to you. He says what's up to all of you.
Is that called synchronicity?
Correct. Yeah, it's a synchronistic moment, as I call it. Synchronicity, synchronistic moment.
Because if you look, he was the type of guy you would not want to like start a conversation. He's like, he always look mad and like,
Perception is everything.
huh?
Perception is everything. Just like my experience this morning, I could have chose to be like, woe is me, victim. No, because like, I don't know if you heard me speaking about it earlier, but essentially, while I was feeling my feelings, that person, it was a catalyst for me to purge some feelings I was still holding on to. So they actually freed me from my own trap that I ensnared myself into. Because they said some words that allowed me to free emotions that I was still holding on to, that I didn't know I was still holding on to. Because we can't see our own blind spots at times, right? And so, as I was feeling my emotions, it's like I took everyone else's emotions in with me, and it was like everyone's black orb. I sucked it in, and then I converted it into a white orb, and that white orb came into tears, and I freed everybody's emotions. All their heaviness, the entire world, in an instant. It's fascinating. I had that powerful reframe while I was having my experience. Why? Y'all may not feel the shift right now, but you might feel the shift sooner or later. Again, why did that have to happen that way? Who knows? But you see, I could have been like, fuck humans and all this shit and go down that road again, because you know, every time, this is not even a rejection. This is just redirection to what I'm supposed to be focusing on anyways. And so for me, like, if this, like an experience like this years ago, I'd have been done for at least a month or two, maybe 3. I'm like, I would have been like holding on to it, but I take things that takes months now and transmute it in minutes or moments without gaslighting or being ignorant or oblivious to the feeling. I feel it fully. Because like when one experience shows up and you deal with it right away, you free yourself. But when you don't deal with it, then you trap it, and then more get trapped and more gets trapped and more gets trapped. And then you get unprocessed thoughts that you didn't process throughout your day and throughout your week or your month, and then it collectively accumulates, and then you get stuck. And then you have all this pent up energy, and if you don't release it, you'll release it on the wrong person. You'll snap at them. Fuck you, or whatever the hell it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ran and just fucking snap at a person that is innocent bystander. That's happened to me many times. Yeah.
So, on the topic of crime, what type of things?
Crying in a sense of purging energy from your system. Like, because we've demonized crying as a bad thing, especially for men. Because we allow women to cry. Like, guys, you know, they say women are emotional beings, but we're all emotional beings, right? But like for us men, we've been told by other men and women, or it's basically humans, that you can't cry. That's the narrative that's still being spit out in the world. And I came to sort of share with the world that you can fucking cry if you want to. Cool. And a sister showed up named Evie saying, I cried briefly this morning, so I passed today's lesson. His feet's in the water again. And then Shapeshifter said, by the way, what you just described is called Tonglin in the Tibetan Buddhism. Awesome. I'm reading you guys' messages. I'm just paying attention to Mike, but I'm reading your messages. Go for it. No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
You work like grunt, right? Especially like areas. Also like you're crying, you're punk.
Yeah, you're like a pussy.
Yeah. And grunt like with me, I was a type. It was hard for me to cry, unless I got beatings.
Yeah, which I got beans.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It was literally hard for me to cry. There's times where
Yeah.
I would be in a group and people would cry, and I would be the only one.
You just be standing there, kind of like, what the fuck are you doing?
No, it's not like I was just like it's just hard for me to release those emotions. Like I don't know, and it's just like, bro, like what the? Sometimes I'll try to force myself to cry because other people cry because I'm thinking they don't see me crying, they think I don't care. But I do feel that sadness.
Yeah, I know you.
Let's say someone passes away and I don't cry.
Yeah.
I feel it inside, but I don't.
You don't produce the tears.
I'm gonna tell you another story. Like for example,
Yeah.
I think sometimes this year I actually cried as I was doing
You let it out.
my childhood trauma.
Yeah.
I cried and it's like, damn.
You felt good, didn't you?
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
came out. I'm like, holy. Before when I used to cry, like there was shame attached to it.
Mm.
But now I'm more free. Like for example, a series I finished watching, it was sad and I cried.
What series was that?
It's called The Shy.
The Shy?
Yeah, The Shy.
The Shy.
C-H-I.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So after that,
Interesting.
I cried. It's my first time I ever cried after watching a series finale.
You never cried before? Like, except for obviously when you got beans.
When I got beaten and when Kobe Bryant died.
Yeah, I cried when Kobe died.
I
Yeah, yeah.
And like at least honestly, I can count 4 times.
That's it?
My whole
Yeah. Okay, so you definitely needed to get that out of your system then.
So dissect my thing. Like, was it? Do you think it was my? I don't know. My childhood programming. I was like, yo, don't.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah. We've been demonized to cry.
Makes sense. But yeah, guys, let it out. It feels good. He is right.
So Evie just said that the chai is good, or the shy, because she just said that. And she said also, yeah, sorry, I feel very uncomfortable around someone who can't cry. It's like one of my friends literally cannot cry physically. That sounds seriously unhealthy on so many levels.
It's like, I can't make it up. You know what I mean? But now, like, I feel I know how to, let it out. The old me
It's
is
good.
how used to what it is.
The,
I
the,
guess some people grieve different because I was talking to my friend about it. He said the same thing. At the freedom, he couldn't cry.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I'm gonna share a story quickly. When I was married with my ex-partner, she was on her. She didn't know either. She grew up in a different world than I did. She grew up in Ukraine, so you're more like military style, like that kind of vibe, right? Anyways, I wanted to cry about something. She's like, "Men don't cry. Stop being a pussy and start and man up." So guess what I had to do? I had to go in the washroom, cry out whatever I need to do, and come back and man up and deal with it. I had to make sure I didn't cry in front of her. You see, when you can't be with someone who makes you feel safe, that's a problem. I didn't know anything about anything back then. Like, I didn't know shit about anything. I was very unconscious to everything. This is 2015. So, I told myself, like, I don't care. Now I'm gonna just cry. I don't care if I have to cry in front of someone else. I'll fucking do it. I've done it many times now. Remember the girl Jess I keep telling you about? She was the first woman I actually cried in front of, like in person, in the physical. Like I done it on Zoom with her prior to me moving there with her for a bit, but then when I got there, there's some shit that I still need to let go of. She didn't upset me or anything. She just was talking with me and I started crying and I'm like, she just held space. She hugged me. She was like, it's okay. You're safe. You can cry. Like, I know what you're feeling. Let it go. It's okay. Release it. Yeah, me too. I know. It's good. It's okay. That's why I said, like, that's why for me, like, it's important to just let it out. Like this morning, I said, like, I don't know, like that the message that was left for me, it wasn't even bad. It was just like she was just being honest with how she feels now. I'm like, that's cool. Like I shut down my feelings for her romantically. We were just friends, like more brother sister. But then she started to feel more romantic for me. I still had some vibes for her in that aspect, and I'm like, you know what? May as well explore it. You know, we'll see. But it didn't turn out my way, but it turned out the way it's supposed to, so that I could feel these emotions. That I took the world's emotions and I basically absorbed it and sent it back out into the ether. Which is weird because like I saw black orbs coming into me and I'm like converting those black orbs into one solid crystal orb, and then the crystal orb came through a physical tear. And lots of tears for 15 minutes, just like purging like people's sadness and so it wasn't really just it wasn't a me thing really, it was the us, this collectively an us thing. So some people should start to feel a little bit lighter, potentially. Yeah, we'll wait for the airplane to pass.
You said lighter, what's that?
Yeah, I felt lighter. And others should start to feel lighter too. And yeah, Evie, we can't hold that shit in. We must release it.
I have something to add. Remember,
Yeah, add.
Remember the situation I had with your childhood?
Yeah.
So after I had all these feelings, I kind of felt sad too. I even went to ChatGPT and then I tried to like have them dissect my thinking, like why did I feel that way? And then they were like, because you haven't felt that way in a long time, and it's a mix of not just genuine connection, compatibility, safety, and so that's the reason why like you kind of feel those big feelings, you know. And then sadness was part of it, so I felt it.
Right.
Like why do I feel sad? You see?
Yeah. You see, like any
You feel a certain way or attraction that feeling.
Yeah, so anytime you can feel any emotion, it's there. We just have to free it. But you know, when you feel the sadness or when you cry it out, you always will feel lighter in the end because you release it. You free yourself. You get rid of the trap because it's like this rock, right? I just dropped it in the water. It becomes so heavy that like the water is supposed to be light, but when you throw it in, it becomes so heavy. And so the thing is, when you lift it in the water, it's light, but when you lift it out of the water, it's heavy, right? What I'm saying is like, this is what emotions feel like. They're fucking heavy, and you gotta like let them go. Because the emotions that you're supposed to be feeling are waiting to be felt, but they can't come. They're already within you, but they can't take root within you until the other ones are dealt with. Right? You can't really feel two emotions at once. You kind of can, but not really. Most people cannot feel two things at once. You can't feel angry and happy at the same time. Generally speaking. You can switch between them, but you can't, at the same moment, you can't, generally. And so it's important to like allow yourself to feel the anger without creating a meaning or a label or some shit like that. Because when you do, then you create a problem. Again, it comes back to the whole problem shit again. Because these are it just is. Crying, yelling, getting mad, venting, whatever. But because we've been so demonized to cry, it's like forbidden to cry. It ain't fucking forbidden. Otherwise, I said this before, your eyes wouldn't have the glands for you to cry. So use it. It's fucking tears, use it. There are certain emotions that you have to let go of through crying. You can laugh, you can scream, you can jump for joy, you can do all kinds of stuff, but there are certain emotions that needs to be released through crying. You can release it through working out and through all that kind of stuff too, but it's actually easier to cry it out. I've done over 2,000 workouts and none of those, like I've purged a lot of emotions for sure, but not the emotions that I got this morning. And that's 2,000 workouts, right? Since 2019 to now, that's about 2,000 workouts I've done. And this one moment did a lot. 15 minutes.
Do you mind expanding on what happened? Or?
Yeah, basically, I did say earlier that you remember I was mentioning you and I have a similar experience with like girls liking it? Yeah. that person, they felt some things in the last couple days that they no longer have that like romantic vibe for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have to feel my feelings on that one, and I'm like, I mean, I saw her as a friend anyway, so it wasn't too much of a death blow, but you know, just it is what it is. But the thing is, like, it helped me to move forward,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, okay, I see.
right? So because her words were a catalyst for for not only my expansion, but for the rest of the world, for me to feel whatever other people are actually feeling, like fully,
Oh, yeah, 1,000%.
right? So like, I know what other people feel. I know what other people feel, but like today was like, now I'm really like, cause I'm like, oh my God, like,
Different,
yeah, like, oh my God, like, if I felt all this, imagine what everyone's really feeling right
yeah.
now.
1,000%. There's millions of people going through.
Yeah.
Millions of people going through the same thing.
Fuck yeah. And so I'm like,
You're not the only one.
yeah, so I took it as a reframe, as a catalyst for like, this is to help me and the rest of the world to show up exactly as I am, to be more vulnerable and share exactly how I feel and not hold back any longer. Like I wasn't holding back anyways, but now to really not hold fucking back.
Of course. People gonna come. It's just like waves.
Yeah, it is just like these. It's we're supposed to flow like the water here.
Like Nero says, you gotta sit and feel that shit.
Yeah, you do have to feel it. Hey Sylvia, good to see you. Yeah, we do have to sit with it and feel shit. Because if you don't sit with it and feel it, then it stays stuck in you. Yeah, and then that glue stays bound to you, and then guess what happens? You keep attracting the same fucking experiences over and over to keep reinforcing that glue. And that crazy glue gets worse and worse and worse as time goes on. But all you gotta do is dissolve it by feeling it. And then you free yourself from the trap. That's why, you know, I'm just sitting in the water now.
Man, love is a big thing, man. It's something that is hard to explain, but it's just that feeling. If you can apply it to yourself every day, especially self-love,
Yeah.
it's a wrap. I get people try to get it externally,
Yep.
but remember, as Nero says, you can cultivate that feeling, man.
Everything you can do anything at any time within yourself. You can have sex within yourself without having to be doing the business. Yeah, man. Nothing wrong with it, right? Like you can imagine yourself like cuddling up with your partner, watching a movie without having to actually do it. You can feel all that because it's a feeling in the end, right? So it's all of it's already within. That's why I keep saying like as Nero would say too, the largest shareholder of reality is your emotions. Your emotions are the greatest shareholder because it's what governs your experience. 95%, 90 to 95%. The rest of it is just logic. So when people are like, it has to follow a logical sequence of events. No, that's where you shoot yourself in the foot. You have to feel things. That's what this whole world's about. From having a toothpick to clean your teeth, that's relief, to having billions of dollars, that's safety. That's having the feeling of options, having the possible options. Yeah, it has the feeling of like, I wouldn't say freedom, because I know a lot of people who have lots of money, but they don't feel free. They still feel trapped because they haven't figured out that the answer is them. They're still externalizing things. They're looking for the next hit. That's why so many people buy like 10 million cars and then they're not satisfied. They're happy with it for like a week and then they buy another car. Looking for some external thing to fulfill an internal need.
Ooh, let me add on that.
Yeah, go. Go for it.
Watching. This guy on YouTube, like he's a successful job tripper. He does e-commerce, right?
Yeah.
And he makes like millions.
Yeah.
And his testimony was that he bought, I think, a Lamborghini SUV, the Urus.
Yeah.
And then after he was like, honestly, I have so much I know I can afford, but I really don't care. I don't need it.
Yeah.
So he wasn't really passionate about it. He just got it because he's seen other people like driving it.
Yeah.
Just be you, you know what I mean? You don't have to get things that other people have on social
Yeah.
media.
It's the keeping up with the Joneses aspect.
That's the problem, man. Even if you're rich, like even with me, people are like, yo, I don't care about a Rolex or Lamborghini. If I were to get out, sell it, or give it, I don't care about
Yeah,
that. You know
I
what
don't
mean?
care about that either.
You see what I mean?
I told people if I ever get a Lambo or a Ferrari, I'd sell it and just buy a Supra.
I do that, or probably like test drive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't. I get why people like it, and that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
You can do all
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You don't have to follow the masses. That's one thing that
Yep, you don't have to follow the
do
masses.
what you like and passionate about, and make sure you get it because you actually truly like it.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with the material, but
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
but there's everything wrong when you put your reliance and dependency on the external. That's a bar rated down. When you don't put your reliance and dependency on the external, then the internal is going to be the most relevant thing you got. Because at this point, it's you can give everything to yourself. You literally can. You just have to remember that you can use your imagination, which is the tool of God that was given to you, to use your imagination.
You know what's crazy? Also, like I've known something that the youngest generation, for example, if they see you, they wouldn't look at you as someone that's like making seven figures successful. They'd be like, who's this guy? Why? Because of what you're wearing and things like that.
Right.
Compared to someone that's wearing like designer or is driving a Tesla or a Lamborghini, they would
Which is
look
a
at that.
perception.
See, that's perception.
It's
Yeah.
all perception again.
But not knowing that, you know, the richest person, or I think what's his name, Mark Zuckerberg. He
Yeah.
wears the same shirt every day
Yeah.
from Walmart.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know. Perception. So you wouldn't know. That guy right there could be a billionaire.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? But the young generation, they don't see that.
Right, because people are basically looking at what you're wearing to see if you're successful. Because, like, yeah, you see my profile has a suit on, right? And when you come on my stream, I'm not wearing a suit, right? So it's a perception. But you see, the thing is, like, whether I'm wearing the fucking suit, or I'm wearing the headband and this, or I'm wearing a graphic T-shirt, I'm still the same fucking person, right? Because I'm here to break the mold. Like, what do you think Nero does the same shit? Why do you think he wears a do-rag, sunglasses, internal, and wife beater, right? Why? Because he's just him. He's just being him, right? Does he go out and wear like fancier clothing? Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't give a shit about suit. He's still wearing a fucking do-rag and sunglasses. So like, it all comes down to fucking perception. So like, when people say like, "Are you famous?" Like, yeah, I'm famous. Yeah, I'm already famous.
They try to take the external, but like, they're like, oh, but you don't got the drip on properly.
Who cares about the external?
That's
Because
perception.
once you give something to yourself internal, then nothing can ever be taken away from you, because externally it doesn't really fucking matter.
Let me add on this.
Go for it. And as you add, I'm just gonna quickly read. For Evie, I feel like more people are stopping by lately. The interactions are so beautiful and insightful. People are waking up and the world is healing. I think the retrograde is over. Yeah, it's called retrograde. Yeah, retrograde. But I don't even adhere to retrograde. That's just more noise. But yes, go for it.
One of the biggest myths I've heard, like on YouTube, where people be like, oh, always dress to impress. You never know who you meet. Blah, blah, blah.
Correct. Yeah, but not really correct.
I don't agree with that 100. You know why? I be wearing my do-rag.
Yeah.
I get looks from them. People come and approach me. I don't care what other people need because I already have it within.
Yeah, man.
I'm already rich within.
Exactly.
And I can already build this up.
Yeah.
So why do I need to impress someone else?
Exactly.
I just be myself and people are attracted to me. People stop by. People ask me questions.
Yeah. You're seeing the ripple effect for you,
Without this,
right? You see it for me, you're seeing it for yourself, right? You see people walk by and they're like, hello, they're just waving, Cute girls, hi, There's been plenty, right? There's been plenty.
If you feel like me, I'm just like me.
Yeah.
I can just be me because why I love myself. And it's just me. I'm enough.
Yeah, I'm enough, right? If other people don't see your value, that's just because they're on their own damn frequency. That's it. It's just that simple.
That's a bonus.
They're on their own frequency that don't see the value in you.
That's why if you're on that right frequency, it doesn't matter what you wear. Because
Exactly.
You're attracted to the frequency. They don't care about
Precisely.
the soul. It's about the soul. Remember the past, the press situation?
Yeah.
Like how it hit the soul.
Yeah,
I think that's similar to if someone sees your frequency. It's essentially that soul, right?
exactly. Like for me, it's you know,
Bar, man. That was a bar.
when
That's
with the person, like I feel at the soul level. This is not no superficial stuff. Like we spent about a year and a half to sort of like, but I still see her as a friend, and I will always see her as a friend, and I'll love her no matter what, right? Because I know her and we've had different lifetimes together, and we've shared whatever. But for me, like I know my mission is so fucking important that like it doesn't matter what comes in my way now. Like I came here to finish what needed to be finished, or continue to what needs to be done, right? To help not wake up the masses, but to help bring awareness to the masses, because there are a lot of people who are awakened, but they still don't know shit. That's a bar rated down, and I'm being for real. There are a lot of people who are fucking awakened, but they don't know jack shit about anything. I came here to bring awareness. And by I mean itself is speaking through me, this character. Hey James, good to see you, dude. Yeah, because there are so many people who talk, but actually don't know what the fuck they're saying. Because they're not even present to every word that they're not even aware of, like why they're even using words. And if you're not even aware of why you're using words, then that clearly tells me you're not aware yet.
the allowed their monkey mind to talk.
Correct. They can say all the right things, they can tell you a big game, blah, 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 blah. But if you don't even know why you're saying what you're saying, you don't even know why you're even using words, then that already tells me that you're still playing the same fucking game on repeat. You have to be aware of these things that have been lost. And if you're aware of it, then you can really change the game. There's only a handful of people on the planet that are aware of this stuff. I can count. Probably, maybe, I'm going to say about 200,000 people are aware of this very fact. That's a very, very small amount. They're all in different cultures, but there's about 200,000 people who are aware of this. Even Nero he's not fully aware of this yet. He's not there quite yet. He still has a little bit of ways to go when it comes to that. But he's getting there. I can already see he's starting to break past that limit. He's just helping people with manifestation, right? That's his bread and butter right now.
We manifest every day.
Yeah, we were manifesting every second. Yeah.
Every second, every day.
Like even I manifested this experience with her so that it could help me to get even more. Think if I turned Ultra Instinct Goku instead of Super Saiyan. I went to Ultra Instinct now. I break past my limit.
Oh, I forgot. Nero talks about that. He's like, something negative that happens is called, what's it called, bro?
Negative gratitude.
Isn't negative gratitude? Something gratitude.
Yeah, negative gratitude. When something negative happens, it's called negative gratitude because you thank it no matter what.
Because
It's
now
still a
it
W.
gives me an idea.
This is all a W.
I have to let it be.
Yeah, breathe it in.
This guy is just too much work going on.
Ooh, somebody created a poll on my stream. That's awesome. They put two answers, yes and yes, and one is 83% and one is 17% for a poll, which is yes and yes. That's funny. That's funny.
Anything that happens externally, whether it's good or bad, all leads to your desire to have it.
It sure does. It always does.
You win. Everything.
You always win. Everything leads to your desired reality. Even the shitty things you feel, it's still winning.
You stop, like it goes back to the 3 T's. Stop and you just dissect it.
Yeah.
It's
3 T's are transmute, transform, or transcend, transmute, and transform. I don't remember which order, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah. It's one of those days where you just have to feel shit. It happens. I'm not even, dude, I'm good right now. I'm feeling light.
I've been feeling, man. Especially the experience last week.
So Evie said, I feel like I saw you guys earlier because I've been awake ever since yesterday morning and it's evening now. So she hasn't slept since yesterday. It's crazy. Yeah, it's about the same time. You came around, well, you came a little bit later yesterday, but yeah. Man, it's, I'm grateful that this experience had to happen though. Because
Crazy how we can relate, just like that.
because I know that there's something even more now. You sharing that story as well was a reminder. Why else would that guy talk to you, huh? Why else would he talk to you for you to share this story with me? For me to be reminded. For me to remind you that,
Why does
yeah.
your name have to be someone's girlfriend?
Exactly.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
That
What?
right there, when you say girlfriend, like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yep. So that's confirmation. Not that you need proof or evidence, but that was confirmation for you. And then that was confirmation for me to know that it's working for you, so it's working for me too, because it always works out for me.
Ooh,
Because you can use other people's wins, like your wins, I can take and apply it to myself.
ooh, that's a bar. That's something that must. Ooh,
Yeah.
oh God. Ooh.
Just so you guys know, you guys can steal my wins and apply it to your life, and you already win too. And you're not really stealing it. You're basically you're using it. You're not. There's no stealing because we're all one anyways. We're all itself.
You can all feel anytime.
Yeah.
Feel that feeling, feel that testimony.
That's where you remove comparison, and you start to collaborate.
I no longer compare myself.
I don't compare myself at all to anybody anymore. I'm done with that.
Why? Could you help me? Actually,
Well, you helped yourself. Exactly. You caught it.
I caught it.
You caught it. See? See how fast you caught that? I was about to say that. I'm like, I know you're gonna. Yeah.
I constantly reframe my
Good stuff.
my reframe them.
Good job, dude.
Testimony on this.
I'm proud of you for that one because I did not help you. You helped yourself by me marrying it back to you, but it's actually you marrying it back to yourself.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it so fascinating how once you lock the fuck in, how easy shit is?
I told myself before I even pursue or try to get into a relationship, I can make X amount of money, right?
Yeah.
Things change now. It's not even the same.
Doesn't matter.
Why does a dollar amount? Why do you need a dollar amount?
Hey, that's Muscle Man. Yeah, that's Muscle Man, by the way.
You call him that?
Yeah, I call him that. He knows that. Muscle Man, what's up, dude?
Why do you don't need a dollar amount for a relationship?
No, you don't need a dollar amount for a relationship. Look, the girl that had some romantic relationship for me, I didn't have a fucking dollar amount, right? She still liked me. She just wanted to acknowledge that I was a handsome, sexy, hot dude. So there you go. I appreciate her words, even though I don't need them because I give it to myself, but I still appreciate it.
Tall, dark,
Exactly. So like everything's inevitable because like when you really like you don't get tripped up with shit anymore. Like it's just you just go with it. Yeah. It just is. Everything's already unfolding. It's already done. We just can't see with our eyes, but it's already done. Right? We think is it going to be this one? Nope, it's probably something even better. It is something better because that's how the universe works. It doesn't give you something that's great and then give you shit. It doesn't do that. It gives you a glimpse of what's possible. And exactly.
As your awareness builds, you start to identify, this is signal.
Exactly.
You tap into that feeling more. The more you feel, what happens?
Exactly. You basically are just the Evie wrote down I thought the 3 T's were telepathy, telekinesis, and teleportation. No, that's like psychic. Anyways, yeah, bars and bars, and you guys are on the same wavelength. Of course we are. We've been on the same wavelength the moment I met him.
2 months ago, man.
Yeah, I know, but 2 months is,
That's just the beginning. That's just the beginning.
bro. Like when I move to San Diego, like I'll see you at some point. You'll probably come visit me. You'll be flying in your own
That's what I'm
private.
gonna do.
You'll probably come fly in your private jet. I'll be flying in my private jet. I know that.
Yeah, that's what. We'll eat a high protein meal.
Yeah.
I will work on it.
Oh yeah.
Again.
Yeah, man.
And neural knowledge will come.
Oh yeah.
That's three. You see what I mean? It's already done.
Done, man.
You know what's crazy? You know, I was thinking about what you said about San Diego.
What did you
I was
say?
gonna come see you
Yeah.
when I was home. I swear to God.
Yeah. Do you see? It's already done. Because those who are meant to stay connected will stay connected. Because here's the thing, bro. I'm going to be for real. I was resistant for a very long time to build any sort of connection in Toronto. Like, and the reason for that is because, like, I'm leaving, so what's the point of building friendships here? Like, zero. Like, what's the point? Like, 'cause I'm leaving. So, like, why do that? Right? Leave everybody behind, and I'm like, I'm off. Bye, guys. But then I reframed it. I'm like, I'm not leaving them behind. I'm just simply going to another location, and then we are still connected anyways. Right? It's not like I'm never coming back, but at the same time, it's not like you guys can't even travel and visit a different space and see what it's all about over there. The energy there is.
San Diego, San Francisco.
San Francisco is
See Golden State Warriors. See second thing.
yeah. San Francisco is like a good 9 to 10 hour drive from San Diego. That's how long a drive it is. But it's a good drive. Very scenic. You get to see a lot of things in between. Lots. Lots of girls. Lots of girls.
It's gonna be a great time at San Diego.
It is. I know.
We're gonna have fun.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna be like the unofficial but official tour guide of San Diego, because I make that place so fun that even people who are living there right now, that they know it's fun, I make it even more fun for them. Because that's what I've been told by a lot of people who actually live there. They're like, God damn, you're making this place even more fun than I realized. I'm like, fuck yeah, because I love this place. And so like they started to see their own place like, whoa, like this place is awesome. Like, yeah, you get to be here, enjoy it. I'm not saying Toronto isn't awesome, but for me, like I must be by the ocean and the mountains. Like that's just, and it still has a city. It has everything. That's the only thing that Toronto's missing. It's the ocean and the mountain. It has a lake, but the lake is, the lake. No,
I'm curious. Do you plan on having kids?
that depends on the person I end up being with. If there is one person I do want to be with, or I do desire to be with, I have her in my inner world,
Yeah, of course.
right? She wants to be a mother. She desires to be a mother. I don't know how many kids, but she desires to be a mother. But even though this is also, excuse me, an illusion. You know how women have their biological clock ticking? After a certain age, they're not meant to have kids. That's not true at all. There's many people who have kids in their 50s. But this woman,
35.
yeah, this woman is 1 year less than I am. I don't. You mean how much years experience I have on the planet? 41 years.
You're 41.
Yeah, dude.
No way.
Yeah, bro. Don't let the silvers fool you, bro.
No way.
Yeah, man. What do you think I was? 30s? 20s?
35.
Nah, bro. If I had the full black beard, I'd be more closer to like early 30s, maybe late 20s. I am, bro. 1985. Yeah, 41. 41 years of experience.
You're 41 years old.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
And
I salute to you, man. You did good with your body.
I did, thank you. And the woman that I love very, very much, she is 40, she's going to turn 40 years of experience on September 21st, which is in a month. So, for me, like, she's got the wrinkles now, she's got the, but I still love her no matter what, even without her makeup on and all. I still love her the way I love when she has her wild hair and with her bedhead, right? She's a social media person too, so I mean, it clicks because like, I we have the same type of like energy. She's been out there longer in the social media world, but I'm just putting myself out there now even more. No fear.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, though, that unconditional soul type love is like,
Yeah.
before the old me, like, I was only a physical aspect of that.
Me too.
Then after this, things just changed. It's like,
Yeah. But the thing is, I still am attracted to, you know, people who are I find attractive.
yeah,
But you all have. I know people say stop being shallow, but let's just be for real. We're all fucking shallow to some extent. We all have our own preferences, okay?
1,000%.
We all have our own preferences.
But
So, you know, this person that I've loved her since 2010. It's a long time. She's just another human, right? But I saw her and something didn't work out her way when it happened, but I told myself that it's working out for her. Even though I didn't know shit about myself back then, I'm like, even though they said it's not gonna, they can't see it for them because that's their vision. People can't see your vision. Only you can see your vision. No matter, you can tell your vision to the world, but not everybody's gonna clue in and understand or understand your vision. They can't. It's your vision. Whatever that is, like, I can see it for everybody, but like, not everyone can see my vision. What's my vision? Plain and simple. I came here to finish what Jesus did. Whether he's working through me or the Buddha or whatever, I came to finish it. I don't know how, and I'm not supposed to know how. I'm supposed to just walk the fucking path and do it. I'm not a savior, though. I'm just here to help people remember who the fuck they are so they can go and live their life. That's it. That's my vision. Bye, Evie. I'll see you. So, like, can everybody see my vision? No. Because that vision wasn't given to them. It was given to me. Specifically to me, to finish. And for the next generation to continue it. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's not that I have no choice, but like, if I go and do something completely different, then I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And the universe is supporting me in one way or another. So that person, whether they come into my life or they don't, it's irrelevant either. It's done. Like, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good with or without it. Same with that person this morning who, again, I love her very, very deeply. If she changed her feelings again for me, I'm good either way. I'm indifferent. I'm good either way. If we're supposed to explore it again down the road, then we'll explore it. If we're not, because, you know, there's been off and on relationships all the time. So, like, you know, feelings could change again. But if she really, like, if she's like, this time really locked the fuck in, then that's what it is. I'm good. I respect it. That just leaves me open for another door now. That door is now I can go to the door I was supposed to go to. Sometimes you have to close doors to open new doors. Hello, Francis. Yeah, you have to sometimes close doors to open new doors. It's just that simple. But it doesn't feel simple because the mind creates a story and creates problems. And
what's the value of action?
exactly.
Your desired reality.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy to me? The other day I was thinking about this. I was like this. I'm like, if people took half the time they did ruminating on negative and just focus on like positive situation, like just ruminate, the best situation ever. Imagine how the shift in mindset would be.
You know why that's the case, though?
And it's that simple because you just decide right there.
Yeah, I just decided. But the problem is the mind needs evidence. So it takes past evidence and mirrors back what you've experienced. Like, for me, I've always had this. See, notice what the character's saying, not me. I always run into times where women tell me they like me, but then they always ditch me. So that's like a belief. So then that manifested in this woman because the belief was still there. But I don't have that belief. The character was still holding on to it, but I told the character, you can drop that story now. Let it go. If they like you, cool. If they don't like you, who cares? But you see, that's what I'm saying. The mind took that story and reapplied it again. So it says, see, I told you, see, it doesn't work. I told you. But that's not you. You're the infinite. The mind creates stories, though, that will tell you, like, see, I told you it's not working. Told you, see, you fucked up, blah, 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 you did this.
Thank you, man. Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you, mind. Have a wonderful day. You're not the enemy, but you're walking with me. You're not controlling me. You're walking with me. I need to use you, so come with me, right?
This is why you can just literally bring that chatter with you while you do your valued action.
Yeah. This is why.
It's literally that simple.
Yeah, this is why I share all this on the live stream with everybody every day, because I'm no different from anybody else. The only difference is I choose to reframe things.
Your perception.
Exactly. I choose to reframe things.
Perception change, and the most biggest one is that emotionally charged thoughts. That leads to trauma.
Yep.
Trauma in the past. Gotta pay attention to that.
Because most of us, we keep locking ourselves back to the past again because of the mind seeing the evidence, but it never worked out for me. Like people who go into business and they failed business 3 times, they'll be like, see, it doesn't fucking work out. Like every time I start a business, it never works out. And it never works out because they take their past experience, that business never worked out for them. So then they get the emotions, and guess what? They reinforce that same belief, and then it becomes their reality again. So when they go and make the business again, they're gonna fail. Because they're already going with that expectation that they're gonna fail. So same with like this character and with women. Oh yeah, I'll never be with a hot woman. Right? This character has this belief that he'll never be with a hot woman. It's not true at all. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. But the mind created a story because of the past of how many hot women I was with or wanted to be with, and they kept, no, you're a friend zone guy. You're a friend zone guy. Well, I didn't know myself back then either. Well, the character didn't really know itself. But now it knows itself. But you can continue to perpetuate the story, and then you can keep proving what you think is right and keep proving it. What the thinker thinks, the prover proves, right? And so if you want to continue character to believe in such nonsense, then go ahead. But guess what? You'll have the same experience again. Or you can choose to shift and change that story, a story that actually works, because you're giving power to something that you saw with your eyes. Fine, I know we've all been conditioned with our eyes, that you have to see it to believe it, right? But now you have to know it to see it. You have to know it to have it, and you already have it. And shifting that internally to such a degree where you don't give a fuck if it happens. You're good. You're fucking good. That's when the world will start to give you everything. Again, it goes back to the same thing we talked about yesterday. When you stop caring, the world will give you everything.
That's a big one. I really don't care because it's feeling. And sometimes I'm convinced.
Yeah.
You know that thing where it's just like, I know this person, he's going to come back to me question about this story.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know he's looking at me this way. I know he's not because he wants my opinion.
You feel it inside. Shapeshifter, we're just finishing up the chat with our beliefs, why our mind is always going to continue to perpetuate the story of like when shit is not working, because you keep seeing things are not working, so then you keep getting things are not working. That's what we're talking about right now. So like I have this character, see, I'm saying, notice what I just said there. This character, not me, this character has a belief that that I can't be with hot women, that I have to end up with women that are not attractive, which is bullshit, because my ex-wife was hot as fuck. So that's a lie. That's a fucking lie right there. Well, that's a lie and a half, right? But it keeps saying, you see, it never works out for you. So guess what? Because it never works out for you, you keep reinforcing it never works out for you. So when the next hot woman comes, they'll reject you because you are expecting that they're going to reject you anyways. So that's what this is what happened with this person. They said they don't feel the romantic vibe, even though recently they felt it, which is interesting. So that means something happened in 2 weeks. That's a frequency shift. But at the same time, that was meant to happen so that I can go through and purge what I was purging, so I can actually meet the person I'm supposed to purge. Because she, not that I needed her validation or anything, and I'm so grateful that she shared what she shared. Now I have evidence that I am attracted to hot chicks. So there you go. So like, again, it comes down to what the story, if you have the power to keep reinforcing the same story over and over, then you also have the power to change your story easily. But the mind's like, it's hard, it's difficult, it's difficult, it's hard, it's hard, it's hard. That's not true at all. It's fucking easy. It's clockwork. It's hard if you say it's hard. If you decided it's hard, it's going to be hard. It's just that simple. Yeah, go breathe for a moment.
There's an influx of abundance of beautiful, hot women everywhere.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, there
It
is.
is crazy.
There's tons. Hello, remember Reina? I'm not interested in her, but she hot.
Yeah, that's one example.
That's one example.
Walking past by, like at the gym, like the store.
Bro, there were 3 beautiful white girls walking by one day. They were running. They were all wave hi. I didn't get that experience 10 years ago. They would have just looked at me like some alien.
Use that as evidence, man.
It's all fucking evidence. There have been people on my stream that have told me that you're a handsome fucking
I've
dude.
seen that too.
Yeah,
I've
you see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I've seen that a couple times. Like, okay.
yeah, you see? So it's not like
You don't care.
it's not like I'm putting too much importance now. You know what I'm saying? So like it's so fascinating how when you get to a point in this part of your life where you don't give a fuck. You just don't give a fuck. What time are you heading back? Because I'm gonna walk back with you, but I'm gonna end my stream. I'm gonna be ending my stream here. What time you? 6 minutes? Okay.
What time you leaving?
I'm gonna leave with you. So we're gonna walk together. Huh? Let me wrap up with them. Because I'm gonna take the rest of the day for myself after I finish the stream. So, guys, remember to feel your. Sorry, I keep looking there. Remember, guys, to feel your feelings. Just know that you have the power in every present moment to really feel your feelings. And I really do mean this, feel your fucking feelings. Because if you don't feel your feelings, you're gonna be enslaved by yourself. Because you're enslaving yourself. Huh? And the 2 M's, it gets magnified and it stays maintained. Oh, and there's a 3rd M. It multiplies. Because it multiplies. So if you stay in that same frequency over and over, you will literally magnify, maintain, and also magnetize it and not just magnify, magnetize. See a lot of M words. Multiply. So I'm gonna run that one back one more time. Whenever you guys are stuck in a frequency, you will magnetize, magnify, maintain, and multiply it. There you go. Cool. All right, y'all. If I do come back later, I come back later. If I don't, I don't. You guys will see me tomorrow for sure. Have yourselves a great rest of your afternoon, and evening or night or morning, wherever you are on our planet. I know Lottery Entry, it's morning for you. Shapeshifter, it's night for you. So I love you all very, very much. I appreciate each of you. And I'm heading back. I'm going to do a workout. I'm going to eat some food. And I'm going to just chill and watch some anime or some shit or some comedy and enjoy my rest of my day. So I appreciate all of you. I know I'm not close to the camera, but you guys know that's a wrap for me. And I am going to come to the screen. I have to turn off the stream anyway. So love you all. I'll see you guys either later or tomorrow. And I'll catch you on the next one, guys. And don't worry, all is good with me. I promise you. Peace out, y'all. Later. All right, give me like a couple minutes. Let me just kind of like